gon' burn it down. Burn it down. We gon' burn it down. Burn it down. I killed it, it's murder. I killed it, it's murder. I killed it, it's murder. I killed it, it's murder.
I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker.
Show them. Change the station with a new shit. Show them. Change the station with a new shit. Change the station. Change the station. Change the station with a new shit. With a new shit. Change the station. Change the station. Change the station with a new shit. With a new shit.
It's murder. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker.
I killed it. I killed it. I killed it.
I killed it, it's murder.
Show them.
Merchandise is exclusively available at the soulstore.com and अगर आपको ये खरीदने हैं तो डायरेक्टली वेबसाइट पर जाइए. वेबसाइट पे जाके अपने फेवरेट मर्चेंडाइज को सिलेक्ट कीजिए, बी इट मार्वल और डीसी और हैरी पॉटर. वहां पे सिलेक्ट करने के बाद स्क्रॉल थ्रू योर फेवरेट प्रोडक्ट, जो भी आपको पसंद आता है उसको सिलेक्ट कीजिए डायरेक्टली एंड सिलेक्ट योर साइज. उसके बाद जाके अपने साइज को सिलेक्ट कीजिए, एड द प्रोडक्ट टू द कार्ट एंड उसके बाद आता है मेन स्टेप जहां पे आपको मिलेगा 20% डिस्काउंट. एंड टू गेट दैट 20% डिस्काउंट जस्ट अप्लाई द कूपन. कूपन का नाम है वॉर मीनिया 20. यहाँ पर डायरेक्टली टाइप कीजिए वॉर मीनिया 20 and just apply the coupon and voila, you saved $109 directly. तो जाइए जल्दी से अपने favorite merchandise की shopping करिए and get an instant 20% discount. DC Comics merchandise is
Experience tranquility.
Yeah, couple. Heroes is insane. Powerful.
Experience tranquility.
Hello and ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fast Track Presents War Mania Esports. Shadow, how are you feeling today?
well, really good, Sel. I thought there is some technical glitch, that's why I was silent. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fast Track Reflex Works present Pro Warrior Cup, organized and hosted by War Mania Esports. And my name is Shadow. Alongside me is my co-caster Sel, who has already introduced me and welcomed all of us. But Sel, I'll ask you
Yes.
this: how are you feeling? It's a last day, last chance for the teams that are on the bottom half of the leaderboard to qualify for the next round.
I mean, to be honest, after seeing all those matches since last 2 days, I mean, how those teams are performing, what I mean, I can still feel that energy flowing inside me. And finally, guys, today the best team will be revealed, and you know what? I am much more excited about the MVP of the tournament today. I mean, who will be the MVP? Because there are so many players with such a brilliant performance. I mean, those tactics, those moves which they are showing, they are just out top notch, and out of the world tactics which they are showing. So Shadow, definitely it's going to be an amazing. And one more thing I would like to add is that I mean they are like I mean, those battles, I mean, I was so much confused after how those teams performed in, Miramar and the last match in the Erangel. I mean, the war suddenly erupted, and the victory was like totally, completely unpredictable. How Seven Seas Esports won. I almost thought they had it slipping away from them, but some way, somehow, they just won it. And Shadow, I cannot predict. I cannot, exactly predict what's gonna happen today. This is full of surprises today.
Can predict what is going to happen, but we do know one thing, that is the prize pool, and the prize pool is 5 lakh Indian rupees, among which it is divided in two parts: conquest round and the ultimate round. And we are in the last day of the conquest round. Winner team will get, top 3 teams total prize money will be 1 lakh Indian rupees. But from the conquest round, top 16 teams will qualify to the ultimate round, and in the ultimate round, we have a bigger chunk of money, that is 4 lakh Indian rupees sell.
Exactly, that is where my eyes are pointed right now, guys. The ultimate round, which is at 4 lakh rupees. I mean, it's such a huge amount. And once again, Conquest round will be having the winner today, guys. We'll be having it on our screen soon. So, Shadow, are you excited about that?
Excited, considering the fact that prize money is such a huge amount, 5 lakh Indian rupees. Even the four players divided amongst this themselves, it's a big money. And yes, the MVP is also getting something, but we'll come to the prize money distribution later on. But the excitement you are talking about, yes, there is. I'm very sure the teams are also very excited, especially the teams that were topping the chart yesterday. In the initial game, before the first match, Team
Yes.
Celsius was on the top of the leaderboard, but by the end of day two, we saw so many shuffles happening in the leaderboard, and now it's the day three. And
Exactly.
talking talking about the conquest round, how the prize money is distributed: the first rank is going to get 50,000 Indian rupees, second rank will get 25,000, third will get 15,000 rupees, and you can get individual prize money as well by being the MVP, because MVP is going to get 10,000 rupees.
Exactly, guys. The MVP is going to get 10,000 rupees, which is his individual achievement. And once again, guys, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, first rank is at 50,000 INR, and that is what War Mania says. Let's be unbeatable today, guys. Let's be unbeatable. And once again, I would like to wish luck to each and every team participating in the match. And what are your thoughts about the qualified teams, Shadow?
Qualified teams are performing really good, especially considering Error Esports, the way they are taking the fight. Yes, initially in the initial phase of the game, they are going for the late rotations and a safer gameplay, but that is faring off really well. But coming to the prize pool distribution of the ultimate round, it is 4 lakh Indian rupees, among which the first rank is going to get 2 lakh rupees, second will get 75,000, third will get 40,000 rupees, fourth will get 20,000 rupees, fifth will get 15,000, and MVP is going to get 25,000 rupees, and MVP is going to get 25,000. But the first, second, and the third rank are also going to get four fast track Rolex walks.
Exactly, ladies and gentlemen. Let's not forget about those amazing fast track watches, 1.69-inch screen. And, Shadow, actually, I'm thinking of taking, swimming classes right now, because, that, I mean, the watch is such a waterproof watch, and I don't even need a trainer because everything is AI functional. So the watch itself is your trainer when you work out, and it has I think almost 50 workout freestyle workout. So guys, do sure to check out, I mean make sure to check out those watches, amazing watches. And let's talk about the Conquest round invited teams, which is Group A. We have Blind Esports, we have Enigma Gaming, which were dominating in last night's match, and at the other point we have RE Esports, and there again Team X, and then Team R and T.
Well, Team Revenant is definitely going to be there. Team xROCK, Team Velocity is there. Reckoning Esports, Blind Esports, Enigma, like you mentioned, Celsius is also there. So there are many teams in Group A, which is making this group very tough. But not just this individual group. I think all the three groups are very hard to compete, because in other groups also we are seeing some of the dominating teams. But talking about the dominating teams, some of the teams are missing from the action. Talking about xPark, they haven't played
Yes.
many games, but their position in the leaderboard is also not looking quite good at all.
Yes, exactly. But as I told you, Shadow, last night, that nothing is predictable, because as we saw, Enigma miraculously came up, crawled up towards the top, and how Celsius performed on the very first day. Their performance, their attacks, I mean, that just blew everybody away. I mean, there was most surprising attacks. So let's see what is going to be happening tonight. I mean, nothing can be said until the matches are over and we see those results on the screens. So, guys, in a short while, we'll be having a look at Group B. In Group B, we have our most favorite teams. The teams are like SouL, and then we have Old Hood, we have Revenge Esports, and then we have Skylights. Shadow, how are you feeling about them?
Not having a very good day, especially on day number one. But day two, they tried to do a comeback, and now they are looking good, really good. In the last day of the finale is going to decide what is going to be the fate, because at the end of it, you have to be in the top 16 if you want to qualify for the next round. But you talk also. Uh, they also had a up and down throughout the journey through both the days, day one and day two. But Raven Tycho, this is one of the team that is a qualified team, and they are having a good outing. But among the invited teams, uh, they're having a little struggle, I'll say, struggle to be on the top of the leaderboard. They are struggling.
Yeah, exactly. They are kind of struggling right now to be on the top board, but but guys, I mean, Shadow, what I was saying that as I said before, nothing is predictable. I mean, everything just happens at the moment when the circle closes and when those battles erupts. I don't know, and I mean, we don't know what's gonna happen. It's all about skills. It's all about strategies. All about those tactics and about those rotations which those teams make. What are you predicting SouL's gonna do today? Because I mean, at last night in Picardo, I mean, SouL almost had the other team. They were like sitting ducks in that building, but however, SouL kind of was in a rush for a little bit, and that costed them the elimination from Picardo.
Caused them early elimination, but teams learn and improvise and come back stronger. That is the part of all the battle royal games. So exactly that is going to happen today. Also, some teams are going to change their strats or the rotation, anything. But mostly teams try and stick to the certain gameplay of their style. But talking about Group C, in Group C we have different set of teams. That is Godlike is there. Team EXO is also there. Orangutan is there. Team Cells, Team 7C Esports, Global Esports, Rivalry Esports, Team 8-Bit, and Trigger Esports, and Error Esports also.
Exactly. And guys, as we speak, 8-bit team 8-bit is at the top notch right now with I think 42 points, and after that Global Esports also played I mean pretty well. It was a decent game for them, but however those other teams were heavy on them, so they had to be eliminated by them. However, GodL, let's see. I am very much excited about GodL. Will they retain what they are offering? And after that, it's quite hard to see Orangutan at the very last point. Shadow, I hope they will have to, buckle up and, try harder to get their position inside the pool, inside the table. And 7CZ Sports, on the other hand, what a brilliant performance last night. What a brilliant performance by their players. They were so powerful enough to stop them. And once again, Team EXO, I also wish them luck. So that, I mean, that's it for Clades.
Team EXO is definitely having a good time because they are focusing more on the strategy, not just only on the aggression. So they are having a good outing, not just in this event. Throughout every single event, Team EXO is having a good outing in every single game. So I'm having no doubt on Team EXO. They are going to perform really good,
Yeah,
but my
exactly
eyes
there.
are
Yes.
on orangutan because orangutan is also one of the most aggressive team in the lobby, but somehow they are at the bottom of the leaderboard.
Either they are out of luck or maybe something is happening between them. But while we talk about that, let's see the qualified teams which have worked so hard, beating, coming up against all those 9,000 teams which you mentioned yesterday. As we see Triggered Esports, we have the we have Raven Tycoon, and then we have RCD, then we have CS, and then we have Phase 9, F9. What are your thoughts on this, Shadow?
Teams like I mentioned, Error Esports is definitely having a good outing. They are going for the late rotations inside the circle. They are dropping in towards drop their drop location itself is highly contested sometimes, especially in Erangel, but they go for the late rotation and they take a lot of blue zone damage, but that is working for them. They are in the decent spot, that is certainly working for them. So I have nothing to complain about. So I think they are doing really good for themselves. But other teams, RCD also had a really good outing, especially when they were taking fight with the players of Team 8-bit. Yes, they lost that fight, but
Yeah.
they are good on the position points, I think.
Yeah, exactly. They are good on the position points. So, ladies and gentlemen, these were the qualified teams which we saw tonight. So, what are we expecting tonight? That is the answer what the viewers are asking for. But viewers, buckle up because it's all surprising. I mean, which team emerges up victorious is nothing else to be said. But what we can do right now is that we can just, predict, not exactly predict, but we can also talk about how those teams performed last night. I mean, how Velocity won the match near those shores, how Daljeet just performed a 180 flip and then knocked out and finished the other person, and after that, how they rushed on Blind Esports and how they won the match was like completely overwhelming last night. And let's not forget about how the funny incident where the player was just carrying away towards the seashores. That was quite humorous of that player. I mean, uh,
We do funny moments and some intense moments in the game. That is what all battle royale is all about. But talking about the qualified teams, these are the four teams that have been even Raven Tycoon are also having a very good outing. I remember in the first day, in the first wrangle, they had a really good fight with the against the players of Team GodL, and they almost won it. I think they did won that particular fight, and later on also they started gaining more finish points, but they didn't got the winner chicken dinner. But talking about the overall standings, Team 8-bit is leading the chart. They start with eliminating a few of the players in Primorsk and later on went on to get a chicken dinner. I think they got a chicken dinner in Miramar. No, Team Nigama Galaxy got that. Yes, Team 8-bit with one chicken dinner, 74 total points and 39 finishes. They are on the top. Our esports are on the second position with 50 points. Look at the point difference between 8-bit and our esports,
yes,
24
exactly.
points.
Exactly, 24 points difference. But ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, 8-bit has most finisher points. That means, which is 39 points. I mean, and that actually means that they are the best in this map, in this list. They have proven to be the best. Even though with just one chicken dinner, they have proved to be on the top. But talking about our esports, they are also crawling up. They are also working hard. But this time it's gonna be hard, it's going to be hard to beat 8-bit at such a difference. And once again, Enigma Galaxy and Reckoning Esports with 47 and 46 points respectively. That is just 1 point difference. Can you see the difference, Shadow? It's just from second until the 10th position. I mean, until the sixth position. It's just like 3 to 4 points difference.
3 to 4 point difference, there is no doubt, but sometimes in 3 games the 3 to 4 point difference becomes 13 or 14 points, or you can even topple over. So anything can happen. The team sitting at the 10th position might come at the top, but they need to have so many points, so many finish points. They need a chicken dinner and good finish points as well, so they need to work hard for that. For now,
Exactly.
the teams on the top 10, we can say they are in the safe spot if they show the consistency, but the teams are on the bottom half, especially teams like Orange Rock, Team Forever, Team Soul, and Team Godlike. Yes, Team Godlike is the most aggressive team. You need to be in top 16, so I'm believing Godlike will qualify considering their game style. But Team Soul and Team Forever and Team Orange Rock, they need to do something.
Yes, exactly. Like as seeing their performance in the last matches, Team SouL needs to buckle up more. They need to, be more present, I mean, they need to be more active in what they plan to do. And Team Godlike, on the other hand, they also need to, focus on their coordination, the calls which they give, because there was a time when Jonathan alone was knocking out. However, he isolated one guy, but the other one just knocked him out, and that is where his teammate came in. And yeah, Jonathan was kind of a little bit of a liability to that team. However, if he could have been, I mean, if he wasn't knocked out at that particular time, the team would have taken the entire I mean, they would have won that duel over there. But let's talk about UDoc India, once again performing decently well. But as I said, Orange Rock should also do a little bit more hard work to get upwards. And once again, Error Esports at 11, they are just one position away from top 10.
Point difference. I'll take my words back. Error Esports and Orange Rock. The point difference is not too much. It's 11 point difference. One good game and Orange Rock can do a comeback. So anything can happen. We still have 5 games in our hand. On all these teams are about to play 4 games. So individually, also every single team is having 4 games in their hand. 4 good games, and any team, even Orange Rock, can topple over 8-bit.
Yeah, did you just say four times those teams will have to be, I mean, they'll be
Yes.
playing?
Yes.
Exactly. I mean, that would be overwhelming to watch. I mean, 4 times these teams will be getting the chance and will be seeing them in action for four multiple times, ladies and gentlemen. Matches are going to be amazing. I mean, I can't just wait for when the matches to be started. And we are having a look at the position 6, which is from 21 until 30. It's quite hard to see orangutan once again at the third consecutive day on the last position. They haven't even come one position up. And Team Revenant once again second last at the bottom, with just 4 points. Team Cells, Global Esports, Old Hood, and then once again Rivalry Esports and Falls 9 xROCK. Team X Spark once again is at 23rd position with 7 placement points and 8 finishing points, which with a total of 15 points. Skylights Gaming, on the other hand, they they played 3 matches with 2 placement points and 16 finisher points. That's not actually bad, Shadow.
I don't know if it is bad or not, because the coming 4 games is going to decide that whether these teams can end up in being top 16 or not. Especially considering bottom 3 teams, bottom 4, I think, Cells, Oldwood Esports, Team Revenant, and Orangutan, uh, having 6, 4, and for Orangutan. Only 1 point for themselves. I think they need to buckle up if they want to qualify for the next
Yes,
round.
yes, exactly. They need to work harder and harder. But as I said, nothing is impossible as this is Battle Royale. They can make a comeback anytime they want. It's all up to them. It's all up to their skills, their tactics, and they need to improve wherever they did that faulty thing while playing the match. The drop locations. I think Orangutan was initially. Eliminated while in Miramar, as far as I remember. Yes, exactly. They were it was very fast elimination for them. So I think they need to change a little bit, the tactics of, dropping down a bit.
We will see because these are the results after the post match six. Still, four games are ahead of every single team. They have got four more games, so anything can happen. And yes,
Ye-
Orangutan is somewhat missing, but Team Xbox, if we talk about Skylar's Gaming, like you mentioned, they can come up. They can come up. They have time. Two good games, three good games, and they are good to go. They are in the top 16. I'm not worried about the teams that are sitting till 26th position, 27th to 30th. This is a position where the teams need to do something.
Yes, exactly, ladies and gentlemen. These four positions are the ones which you never want to be in because they are already in the jeopardy and at the brink of getting eliminated from the tournament. But keeping that aside, actually, Shadow, I am very much excited about the top fraggers. I mean, who are those top fraggers in the match? We'll be seeing it in the moment. So, as we see, ladies and gentlemen, Madman with 17 kills at the first position, and followed by TSM Ninja Jord at 11 kills with a second position. Once again, followed by Raid at third position with 11 kills. And this time, there is a lot more difference between first and the second place, ladies and gentlemen. And at place number 4, RGEX Abrar OP with a fantabulous performance with 10 kills. And then we have Canary with 8 kills at number 5. Such a precious set of players on this screen. Shadow, what do you think?
Well, these top five players are definitely competing for the MVP prize pool because in the Conquest round, the MVP is going to get 10,000 Indian rupees. So 10,000 they do want them for themselves. And yes, Madman is a very strong contender right now because he is leading the chart. But we did saw Abrar yesterday. He was on a killing spree. Abrar was going for the finishes after finishes, and I think Abrar, considering yesterday's performance, I think we need to keep an eye on him. He
Yes,
can be on the top
exactly.
position. He can
Exactly.
come up, on the top.
This is my request to all the other teams which are competing in the round. Guys, be aware from Abrar OP because his shots are not missing since last night with his overwhelming performance. I mean, what a performance, what a showdown shown by Abrar OP. And let's not forget Canary as well, because Canary was very high at, I mean, she was very, I mean, very particular at striking at the very last moment, third partying all the other teams, picking out single individuals who were like weak enough not to defend themselves. She was just picking them up and then knocking them from a distance. So I mean, Canary is also deadly, to be honest. And Madman, once again, the the difference between the first and second position is at 6 kills. So that is quite a huge difference in such a great tournaments, and two and three positions are struggling for them. So, as we speak about that, I am much more excited, to see the first match, Shadow.
We are excited to see the first match because the first match sets the pace, sets the momentum for the rest of the day. If your confidence is high, you get a really good outing in the first match itself. Then in the coming matches, yes, you have the momentum and your confidence is high. So most definitely, you are going to have a good performance in the remaining matches also.
Exactly, you are going to be having the performances in the remaining matches, but after all those matches, let's not forget about the fun matches. We kind of missed those matches last night, but it's okay. I think we'll be getting a chance to see those matches tonight. What do you think about that?
looking forward because some of the groups are going to be changing. The groups are going to play in the round robin format. So that is also something that teams need to do a little bit of homework, because you have to make sure which of the teams are playing in your lobby, how you are going to change your drop location or go for the normal drop location and face a contestation. So many things, so many factors are included in the round robin formats, because it's not the fixed 16 teams that are coming in and you are playing against them. No, the teams are changing, the lobby is changing after every single game.
Exactly, those lobbies are changing the plane paths. There are so many resources, so many possibilities to be calculated before you drop down from that plane and onto that island, onto that battlefield. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we saw, there was I mean, last night's battle were just out of the world. There was so much shooting. There were so many moments where we were shocked. We were shocked to see SouL, how they were eliminated in Picado, and after that the victory at Miramar was just amazing, where 7 Esports just conquered them. And let's not forget about the day one, where once again 8-bit was almost victorious, but they are at number one position. So I don't think we need to I mean, care about them much, because they have a lot less to defend themselves. They just need to take it slow and just retain their title.
Agree to that. They definitely have something to care about. Yes, that it's not always about the fact that you are on the top one position on day two. Doesn't matter what your position is on day three. All these teams are very competitive. They want to be on the hashtag one position every single time, because that sets up their confidence also. So I don't think the team sitting at the first position is going to chill out and going to play a little lightly or without seriousness. No, that's not gonna happen. They are going to play with all their dedications. In fact, all the teams, every single team, the team sitting at the bottom or the team 16 sitting at the middle position, I think they are all are going to give tough competition.
Actually, what I was thinking about is that so I mean, I almost thought I mean, I was much about I mean, I wish that SouL makes a comeback today, and SouL kind of plays it and gets a chicken dinner. But once again, not supporting a single team. However, Team Celsius also performed overwhelmingly well on the very first day. But guys, as we talk, we'll be seeing the map schedule of today. So here is the map. The first match, which is going to be from Group C versus Group B at at Erangel, and after that followed by Miramar. And once again, the pattern is Erangel, after that Miramar. So the battlefield is constantly going to change. Shadow, what are your thoughts on this one?
But considering the fact the maps are changing, the lobby is changing. First, we have Group C going against the players of Group B in Erangel, the OG map. After that, the Miramar will come into picture, and Group B will be sitting out, and Group A will come in. And after that, in match number three, again we have Erangel, and this time Group B will be sitting, and Group A and B will compete against each other. Then we have Miramar, and Group C and B will compete against each other. Then we have Erangel again, and Group C and Group A will go against each other, and we will end the day with Miramar, a slow game, a slow map, and we have Group A and B going up against each other in that. After that, we have the viewers' match, the fun match.
Yes, we are very much excited about that fun match, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to join that match, grab your phones immediately right now and install Loco app on your phone and log on to Warmania's live feed over there, which is in the local language Hindi, and watch the amazing matches over there, the fun match especially, and you will be getting the ID password specifically on Loco itself. So why wait? And Shadow, let's not forget about the goodies which they are offering, the merchandise which we have, the official merchandise of the sold store. Let's not be confused about the soul and sold, guys. This is sold store, which is apparel's merchandise, and they are affiliated with Marvel and DC, and they offer you a variety of apparels from DC and Marvel fan superheroes, so fans can wear their best superhero skin.
Can and you can go over to the website and apply the coupon WarMania20, and instantly you will get a 20% discount. So many things, so many giveaways are for the viewers and for everyone. We'll talk about the giveaways also, but first we have our group A. Not group A, sorry, group C and group B going up against each other in Erangel. Well,
Yes.
in Erangel, it's a OG map cell. We all know every team is so much familiar. We have been witnessing so many bridge fights and so many southern circles. Yesterday, also, we saw both the bridges. Novirupna and military base bridge area was heavily contested. Even in the blue zone, teams were taking fights and taking the damage. So, what are your thoughts on that? Is it safe to take fights in the blue zone?
I don't think it's anyway safe to take the fights in blue zone, because you get the damage from the zone constantly. I mean, the damage is not like once or twice. You get the damage constantly, and it kind of gets you on a pressure that no, you need to get into the zone ASAP before it closes and before the next circle pops up. So before that, it's kind of risky for me, in my opinion, my personal opinion, to fight into the blue zone. So I think the tactics which those teams were using, however, last night in the matches near the bridge, how they were using the waterway. I mean, how they were using the river at their advantage, how they were using the shores at their advantage, how blind esports formed themselves, how how they defended themselves initially, but later on they were finished up by the Daljit and his teammates. But I think that'll be okay for them. Maybe they are habituated in that area, of course, and they also know the drop tactics and also the play styles of their opponents very well by now. So nothing can be said. I mean, they are all prepared, as what I suspect about them. They are all prepared.
Will be sitting out. Cell, the team of Group A, will not be playing in the first match, but they will be coming in Miramar. So for that, we have time for now. Group C and Group B will go against each other, and we already saw the teams which are playing in Group C and Group B. That is, the team GodL is there. Then we have Team SouL, Orange Rock Forever, Old Road Esports is also there. UDOG India, Skylights Gaming, 7C, Global Esports, all the big names, even 8-bit, who are already leading the chart, who are sitting on the top position of the leaderboard. And we have been witnessing so much of the team 8-bit and team Blind going up against each other in the Primorsk area. Sometimes team Blind is winning the fight, sometimes team 8-bit is winning the fights, but this time I think Primorsk is going to be an easy peasy drop location because Team Blind is sitting out for this game.
Yeah, Team Blind is sitting out for this game, so there may be a luck for there may be a place for Team 8-bit to settle in. However, the thing which I am much more excited about is that each group is going to clash with the respective other groups. For example, on the first match we have C versus B, and we'll have that same match on the fourth position, where on different map, and that will be Miramar. So I wonder how they will use that map to their advantage, how they will predict, how they will overthink their enemies, their the other competitors. What tactics will they plan, and how what approach will they decide, and how will they move on, what's the rotation and all that. I mean, it's too much to think about. But anyways, keeping that aside, we are, guys, eagerly waiting for the match. But I would really like to see what those golden moments were from previous past 2 days. I mean, it was such a great experience, to watch these matches live over here, and about all those teams performing those clutches. I mean, how they won, how 8-bit defend themselves, how SouL kind of boxed out the other team in Picardo. Actually, it was actually good. And on first day, how SouL's tactics were like, they were just waiting for the other team, to drop clash just when the enemies were weak. They struck, which was a tactical move. I mean, that was really amazing from what SouL did. And after that, let's not forget how they plan to defend their teammates just when the guy was knocked. And let's not forget about how Oves almost had Velocity. I guess it was Velocity team, where he got knocked out by Blind with a shot from very far, which he was oblivious to where the shot came from. Almost he was just one player. And I mean, it's too much on my mind right now, Shadow.
Teams also, because there is a big prize pool that is on the line, and you have 4 matches, and that means so many games in your hand. That also means there is a chance for every single team to do a comeback, be on the #1 position or #2 position, and this is not going to be so easy for the top teams to maintain their top spot. You have to be very, very consistent. Otherwise, 2 3 good games and the team on 10th position might come on the first position. Anything can happen. But
As
everybody in the
yes.
chat, I know you are waiting for your favorite players, but let's first see the highlights.
Messing with my head again. You had your heart set on me, but these feels, they come and go, and they come so easily. Tell me why it is about you that I can't forget, but you're breaking down my walls again just to set me free. Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Staying up when I go out, you gotta know I'm all yours. But when I say what's that about, you start slurring your words. Tell me why you have to seem so distant when I'm holding you. Your fingertips are drifting away, and I fucking love how it hurts. Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do why do I, baby, why do why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Staying up when I go out, you gotta know I'm all yours. But when I say what's that about, you start slurring your words. Tell me why you have to seem so distant when I'm holding you. Your fingertips are drifting away, and I fucking love how it hurts. Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do I? Why do I, baby, why do I? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Messing with my head again. You had your heart set on me, but these feels, they come and go, and they come so easily. Tell me what it is about you that I can't forget, but you're breaking down my walls again just to set me free. Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Staying up when I go out, you gotta know I'm all yours. But when I say what's that about, you start slurring your words. Tell me why you have to seem so distant when I'm holding you. Your fingertips are drifting away, and I fucking love how it hurts. Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do I? Why do I, baby, why do I? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I?
We're gonna burn it down. Burn it down. We're gonna burn it down. Burn it down. I killed it, it's murder. I killed it, it's murder. I killed it, it's murder. I killed it, it's murder.
I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker.
Show them. Change the station with a new shit. Show them. Change the station with a new shit. Change the station. Change the station. Change the station with a new shit. With a new shit. Change the station. Change the station. Change the station with a new shit. With a new shit.
It's murder. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker.
I killed it. I killed it. I killed it.
I killed it, it's murder.
Show them. Change the station with a new shit.
Experience tranquility.
Yeah, couple. Hero is insane. Far before.
Experience
DC Comics
tranquility.
merchandise is exclusively available at the soulstore.com and अगर आपको ये खरीदने हैं तो डायरेक्टली वेबसाइट पर जाइए वेबसाइट पे जाके अपने फेवरेट मर्चेंडाइज को सिलेक्ट कीजिए बी इट मार्वल और डीसी और हैरी पॉटर वहां पे सिलेक्ट करने के बाद स्क्रॉल थ्रू योर फेवरेट प्रोडक्ट जो भी आपको पसंद आता है उसको सिलेक्ट कीजिए डायरेक्टली एंड सिलेक्ट योर साइज उसके बाद जाके अपने साइज को सिलेक्ट कीजिए एड द प्रोडक्ट टू द कार्ट एंड उसके बाद आता है मेन स्टेप जहां पे आपको मिलेगा 20% डिस्काउंट एंड टू गेट दैट 20% डिस्काउंट जस्ट अप्लाई द कूपन का नाम है वॉर मीनिया 20 यहाँ पर डायरेक्टली टाइप कीजिए वॉर मीनिया 20 and just apply the coupon and voila you saved 109 bucks directly तो जाइए जल्दी से अपने favorite merchandise की shopping करिए and get an instant 20% discount. DC Comics merchandise is exclusively available at the soulstore.com and अगर आप
We're gonna burn it down. Burn it down. We're gonna burn it down. Burn it down. I killed it, it's murder. I killed it, it's murder. I killed it, it's murder. I killed it, it's murder.
I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker. I killed it, it's murder, go crazy, berserker.
Show them. Change the station with a new shit.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that was quite a long time waiting for the teams, but we are sorry actually for the delay as the teams are still joining up. But there is a good news, Shadow, that the teams are almost done with it, and the match might start any minute soon. So, guys, I am very much excited about the matches today for tonight, Shadow. I mean, looking at the matches which were at the in the last night, how the teams pulled up chicken dinner, how the teams were just struggling to just keep up and cope up with the others. And let's not I mean, let's say that please don't repeat all your mistakes tonight, and come up with something better. Like everything is possible for them.
Well, and we are reading your chats, guys. We have been reading your chats, and we know you're like, start the game, but we want a fair gameplay for all the teams. So we were waiting for your favorite players, your favorite teams, because we don't want any player to miss the action. And your players are already in the lobby. Almost the lobby is full, and the players we can already see they are somewhere on the spawn island. So you have to wait just for a few seconds, and after that the game is going to go live. So just hold on. But in the meantime, what you guys can do, participate in the giveaway.
And I
Yes.
cannot hold myself actually, Shadow. I need to interrupt you for a while because
Mhm.
from the sources, I think Scout will be playing in the match, and what is better than that? And once again, Team SouL is going to be in the match. What do you think about that?
Team SouL is definitely playing. All the four players of Team SouL are in the lobby, and we can already see them. And the match is going to be live on your screen in a matter of a few seconds. So everybody who is asking in the chat, is Team SouL playing? Yes, Team SouL is playing with all their four players. All the four players are in the lobby, and they will be in front of your eyes in a matter of few seconds. So in the meantime, go and participate in the giveaways. You also have a chance to earn the fast track Rolex works. For that, what you have to do is you have to guess which team is going to win. You have to guess the name of the winning team and comment down the team name in the fast track Instagram post on War Mania Instagram handle. So just go away, and one lucky winner, not one, five lucky winners will get fast track Rolex watch.
And before you go, guys, there is another news for you that Jonathan will be joining the battle. So it's now, the battle has now become the war. I mean, Team SouL with a full lineup. On the other hand, they will be having Scout with his personal skills. I mean, with his overwhelming skills. And on the other hand, Jonathan, such an aggressive player from GodL. We saw all of his conquests in the first day on Erangel as well as Miramar. So I mean, I cannot wait for the match to start, Shadow. I am so much hyped up. I mean, if I would have had the fast track band on my hand, it
Hey,
would just
sorry,
pump up.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I don't want the action to miss because the game is already live on our screens. The flight path I can already see, it is going all the way from Severny towards the Primorsk area, and few of the teams are trying to drop in towards the Stalber or Kamishki area. But where the team SouL is going to go, that is the main question. Gatka is the area where they have been going, but Team Celsius also likes dropping in towards Quarry. So I think Team Celsius is not in this group. So are the teams going for a drop location contestation, or are they going for their favorite drop location? We have to see, and the action is about to start in a matter of few seconds because the players are already gliding in. Few of the players are going towards the Georgiopol area, Har City having a good fight in Miramar. This time in Georgopol, they are going towards somewhere in the Georgopol city area.
Exactly, as we see the flight path is from 70 from Stolberg through Primos covering Rosehawk School. Let's not forget Georgepul, and as we see the first circle shadow is towards the left side of the map, towards the northeast, I mean northwestern side of the map. So I think we might be able to see those river battles if circles ends up on the left top left as well. And as we look at the match, it's SouL Akshat is now grinding and gearing up for action. Team number 4, Gomlumon, is just again getting ready for the action with his buddies, new player Ronak and Gambolo. On the other hand, they have landed on school. I think one of the other players from team number 5 might be in trouble, because I think they know that they're not alone in this school. So I smell, Shadow, that the battle is now erupting.
Well, the battle is about to start, and Scout is already ready. And in the school area, they do have a competitor also. With that, GodL Novova also gets knocked down through the hands of Blind Williams, and Blind Williams also gets in confirmation. That means the first bet has already been drawn. OH Ninja Mighty also goes down. Scout to the exact position of or Aditya. That is the main question.
Exactly, and as we see, ladies and gentlemen, team number 20, Candy Hundisi. I mean, that's a strange name, but definitely it's his. Evo Italy, on the other hand, his partner, only Rocks and Yuva OP. I mean, these players are with such a great potential, and as we see on the kill feed, DR Aditya has been knocked out by SG Ronak. So Gomblomon has now started, and the battle is almost now erupting. OR new with SG new player over there looking out, and the battle might just erupt. Kemlo Y is just nicks away, and the bullets exchange. SG new player is sneaking up on OR new. What a match! I mean, what a match. GS7 Swayan RE Rockstar just knocked them out, and after that, grenades and smokes are now being exchanged. OR new one might just be in trouble, and OR Vixie with another nade. Nothing can be said about it right now. Nothing can be predicted, because OR new is with a DP, and he's just taking a peek at the building that somebody pops his head up, or maybe body, and he might get a shot and confirm knock over there. But as soon as I think these players are going to have a knock, maybe the team number 5, I mean OR new, I think he's a good player. He might clutch them, because I love seeing clutch, Shadow.
Playing with the plus of Team Skylights Gaming, that makes things so much more interesting, because this is an aggressive lineup. On the other side, over Vexy finds the knock on Gamla Boy, gets the confirmation, but Ronak is trying to knock down one player, but he gets shot up from behind, and Vexy knocks Ronak also. Skylights players are falling down, and there are two players Scout on the other side are finding confirmation, and can he knock down one player? No,
Oh, that was so sad. Knocked out. Scout just got knocked out. SG new player, will you be able to revive your team? Rushing on towards OR new, and with a spray with AKM, I think he has chances, and he saved. He saved Scout. He's just going for a revive. Oh wow! I mean, that's a win-win for Scout. But two players down. But anyways, I think these people might just pull it through. What are your thoughts on that, Shadow? What an intense battle, by the way.
Really intense. Two aggressive teams, whenever they go up against each other, it tends to go a little aggressive and interesting. But Skylights Gaming suffered a casualty, in fact multiple casualties in those fights. So let's see what their fate is going to be in the leaderboard. And with that, Orange Rock has been eliminated. Their misery is not going to end. Talking about the circles, this time we have little eastern circle. That means that most of the rotations will be coming from the western side. That gives an advantage for the teams that are dropping in towards the Georgopol area. In fact, from the military base also, if the team goes for a late rotation, I think they are going to find a clear path, because most of the traffic will be on the western hemisphere of the map. But on the other side, we have team Yuva OP, Evo Idli, only Rocks, and Kendi Undisi, but TSG Daddy is also lurking nearby.
TSDG Daddy is just smelling up, and he's just looking for, and I mean scouting ahead and scoping out to see if there is a team. But I think they are aware if there is a team nearby, because it's quarry. Anybody might just pop up from the vantage points and start shooting at them, and it's quite hard for the people who are down there. But however, these people, they always come with a backup, and they have a vehicle ready, and that is what they are using as a transport. And they are now just randomly, I mean not randomly exactly, but they are looting and getting stronger. On the other hand, we have team number 3 SouL with Goblin, Akshat, player 3, and SouL Omega. Let's see if Goblin's luck would work today, because last night's match, they just got eliminated by the meteor strike in the red area of the map. But let's see what SouL brings in the match tonight. Will they be considered as the Reapers, or will the Reapers be raped? Because there is Scout in the match. Let's not forget that, Shadow. And on the other hand, we have the full team of GodL, Jonathan as well, who are very aggressive. So will Scout be able to defend? Will SouL be able to take over all those enemies, all those targets? And as we see, OX Sultan with his team, they are just gathering up, and SouL has an upper hand over the mountains of George Bull, and they are just ready for a fight, and they are just ready to pick up a fight with anybody and everybody in the entire map.
Uh, on the other side, if we talk about Team SouL, they are contesting the Georgopol mountain area. But Team Old Hood Esports already facing a casualty. Ninja Mighty has been eliminated, and now they are 3 men strong. Old Hood Esports, we have seen them going towards the Sivorni several times, but this time they are somewhere else. Blind again going for the same late rotation strategy. They are again facing the blue zone damage, but this time they will be on the shorelines on the complete eastern hemisphere. They have to be careful of the team that is a little on the northern side of them. Team on the other hand, RE Esports is still in Novorupna area, and the team in the military base area, I think it is F9 False Rock 9 Esports team, and they are also going for the Novorupna bridge area. That means Novorupna is going to be clustered very very soon, and on the top of that, we have the blue zone also playing its part. So let's see how the teams are going to make their rotation. But this time, most of the teams are sticking towards the centrish area of the zone, and that is going to fare off really well because the next circle is also in their favor.
Looks like the next zone, ladies and gentlemen, is on towards the northern left side of the map, the northern west. And as we see, Underdog Sark already has an aim, and he has a suspicions that the player is over there. But Scout, on the other hand, is also ready for the battle. He somehow survived. He still has the health left, but I think he should, boost up and then go on with his partner. And that is how SG new player, I think, has been knocked out. Scout alone. Scout is now alone versus underdogs. Underdog Mystic and all. The whole team is now joining up. Scout alone. What will he do? I mean, he's also he can clutch pretty well. On the other hand, SouL is on a fight, and SouL has lost 2 of their members. I mean, knocked out. They have been knocked out, and SouL Akshat is now again going for the rescue, and there is Jonathan coming up with his team, just marching towards SouL and finishing them off from good. And ladies and gentlemen, SouL has now been officially eliminated by Jonathan and his team.
It was, I'll say only this because there were no smokes deployed, there were no grenades used. There were certain mistakes from the team SouL, but GodL certainly capitalized on that. They suffered few knocks, but I think the players will be again back on their feet. From the far lines, xROCK with that B28 is trying to shot in the direction of team GodL, but they do have a cover. They will be again back on their feet. But on the other side, xROCK players are still holding on to the compound. They have spotted on GodL, but they are not in a hurry to rush towards them. So till the zone is favoring them, I think they are going to be holding on to this compound area. But on the ruins, I can already see a few of the players that are in the ruins area. In fact, very close to the players of Team xROCK. On the other side, we have Team 8-Bit, and 8-bit Tsunami has been knocked out. In fact, has been finished also, and the confirmation has already been come in. That means Team 8-bit is standing as a 3-man army right now, and Team RCD still having the numbers advantage. It is a 3v4 situation, and I do remember in the Miramar RCD was the team that eliminated the players of Team SouL. That means this is not a team we can take for granted. They do have the skills, they do have the firepower, and that is why Team 8-bit needs to be a little careful. But Scout has spotted down the players moving in the rotation, and he's shooting down the players. CV specifically trying to take him down from the moving vehicle, and few bullets. CV is already on a very low HP. Scout is going for the Molotov, trying to finish or knock down CV, but CV has already healed up. He's again back on his full HP. Scout will switch to Thompson. CV was taken down but from the back
Oh
line.
my boy,
Perfect
oh
cover.
boy. What a rush, and that was a perfect cover, as you said, Shadow. It was a perfect cover by the teammate. Scout just lacking the advantage of his teammates, rushing alone. However, he tried to knock a guy in what that is what we saw on the kill feed, but unfortunately, he has now been eliminated with along with his team. And Team 8-bit is now ready to fight alongside their teammates against Team RCD. And as we take a quick look at the map, Blind seems to be acquiring a good position with nobody around them. That just gives them time, to survive, Shadow. And on the other hand, the fights in the George Pool will might erupt just at any moment right now. However, let's not forget that Jonathan with his team GodL is now king of the hill around the George Pool, and once again the teams are just colliding against each other. Skylight Gaming, as you see, has now been eliminated, and 7 Seas Aladdin just got a knock on OG Ash, as we see on the kill feed. And once again, Team RCD Half Knight is preparing for a defense move, and that is such a good strategy, to inject yourself with an adrenaline and get that extra run speed, and then he's just ready to defend himself with his Glacier M4. And Rex Boy once again with a level 3 helmet and a level 3 armor. What a good combination. I mean, that is again overpowering, and that is against that is an advantage. On the other hand, TF Savitar with his team, the 7 Seas Esports now placing their moves against Team OGSX. Savitar losing some health and getting knocked over here, and Team 7 Seas, the players are now coming to the rescue, but OGs, I think they are out. OG Horizon is now in trouble, and 7 Seas God once again is moving along, and he is marching towards OG Horizon, but grenade coming up very soon just to protect their teammates. And Savitar has now been eliminated, and 7 Stray Spray God has now been knocked. What a performance by OG. Will he be able to push it through? Will he be able to save his team? And as Aladdin is the one last player standing from that team, knocking out the other one, Riker has now eliminated Team 7 Seas. What a performance by Team OG. And guys, the other team has 7C Esports has now been eliminated. As we see RC Snipey and RC Half Knight with his buddies, they are just rushing towards the George Pool now, and they are just trying to get the best loot as possible, fueling his vehicle for more action. As we speak, RCD Moksh and Snipe Boy, Rex Boy, YD Half Knight. He also has Rex Boy also has a pretty decent armor and level 3 helmet, which is again an advantage, and they are scoping on towards the mountains. But let's not forget Jonathan and his GodL is still alive. Team number 14, Exol Mortal and Exol Punku. Again, they have split pushed. There is a lookout team and there is an assault team just waiting down there. I think they are waiting for a knock. Maybe if someone pulls out the knock, Zol Mortal and his buddy will be just ready to be to rush over them, because I think they have a vehicle ready with them. And on the other hand, GodL is just scoping out. They are just analyzing to what all the other players or what all the other enemies are there. And I think Clutch God smells smells an enemy over there. Yes, that is is OGX Sultan. And as we see, guys, GodL is now completely surrounded with 6 different teams and 7 behind them. And let's see how they emerge. It's quite hard to say at the moment.
Hard to say at the moment, but the main concern is GodL. They do have an advantage because they have the Georgiapul mountain, the hill area under their control. But if the circle is going to go on the lower ground, that's when the problem is going to begin because Older Esports is already on the lower ground area. On the other side, yes, they are scanning all the 4 directions. They are scanning the area to find the enemies, to find their location. So I think they won't be in a much big of a trouble. But like you mentioned, Team EXO, they like coming towards the ruins area, specifically when they know that Team X Park is not in the lobby. So ruins is up for contestation, is empty. They can easily go over there and hold on to the position, especially in these kind of a circles. Ruins area become of prime importance, and Team EXO definitely do realize that that's where they have the complete ruins under their control. But in the nearby vicinity, we saw a few of the teams also. So they have to be careful, especially when they are in a 2v2 split situation.
Exactly, and as we see, guys, Jonathan is now just chilling over here and trying to, scope out what all the enemies which they are around them. And once again, U-Dog, the underdogs, Mystic with an M4 and level 2 gear, but that is pretty decent gear, but not enough, I think, to go against GodL. However, Team Blind has now their placement over to the building near the bridge, and I think 3 teams has now already entered the circle. However, all the other teams are now some way somehow planning and strategizing, to come inside the circle. And I mean, that was almost a good spray by Blind Master, but I think he just hurted that guy. I mean, he just dropped a little HP and I mean, plan to come back again. After that, Blind Master once again going against TSG. I think there's a battle emerging over here. TSG is going for a run, and I think he is going for the support. But however, Team 11 is already waiting for them. Team 11 is waiting for them now. It's a 3-way battle over at Georgepul, and once again, GodL is now preparing finally to get down and get down in the battle.
GodL do have an advantage for now because some part of the circle is still favoring them, and the team that is not being favored is going to be on the lower ground. But what a shot! MVP almost got taken out. He's surviving barely enough 1 HP. He need to heal up really fast. But Jonathan is ready with the cover fire. He has already spotted a team on the low ground area. It's a matter of time when the circle won't favor them, so they have to make their move quite quickly, and I think they will do certainly. But on the other side, the cluster we saw on the Chorjopul city area, the problem is mainly for those teams because when they will try to enter inside the zone, there is going to be many third parties happening. On the other side, Blind Williams also finds an finish as well. But on the other side, Team Forever, look at them, they have been spotted on by the force of Team GodL. They need to move back to the safety. On the other side, MVP is trying to take down the players from the moving vehicle. He did dish out a lot of damage, but he failed to find the knock or the confirmation. GodL is still looking very strong with 5 finish points. Aided Juicy finds a knock onto Hero, but Williams also gets counter traded off.
What a battle between Team 11. RCD, I think, has complete control over the others. Blind Pokemon once again coming for the rescue, but RCD Half Knight, can he defend that grenade? Can he revive his teammates? Because all the other teammates are just crawling. I think it's a 2v2 right now situation, and he is safely reviving Rex Boy, and Snipey is reviving Mox. So I think this team has the upper hand right now, as we see, and Blind is now in a deep trouble. And once again, MVP is a water spray on OX Klaus, and that was a blind spray, but that didn't hit OX Klaus. OH Clouds is in. I think he couldn't survive that. GodL MVP, what a spray! I mean, what a performance by GodL. They just have to, as you said, Shadow, they just have to defend that circle and not let the other teams enter, which is the upper hand. On the other hand, as we see, 8-bit has just knocked Sananana, Exofierce has knocked CB, and what a grenade at Beanie, and once again RGB Snipe and Rex Boy Whitey here. They are just defending themselves in the circle, and the bullet goes onto the Kings of the Hill, and GodL I think is not present over there. Now Rex Boy once again backing up here, and as we speak, guys, only 37 now alive in the area. Always Bolte has been knocked down by Ari Canary, as I told you, Shadow. Canary is now juiced up and amped up for the battle.
Definitely finding knocks onto the players of Team Forever. Let's see if we can find the confirmation as well. On the other side, if we talk about Error Esports, they are making their move because they are somewhere few meters away from the safe zone. Yes, this is the time when they have to move inside the circle. But on the other hand, Team EXO also loses immortal courtesy to the players of Team 8-bit. Clutch God finds a knock onto Max Cash. That means Team Forever is in a bit of trouble because GodL is also firing in their direction, and Max Cash has been eliminated because Clutch God finds a confirmation. On the other side, we talk about TGR. They are in the open area, but Error Esports are not in much trouble because they are being fired from multiple directions, and the players are falling down. On the side, on Georgia Cole, GodL still holding on to the height area, and the circle is favoring them again and again. I have to eat my words. GodL is in a good position, and they are knocking down the players of Team Blind as well. Team Raven Tycho has been eliminated, and there is a major cluster. If the final circle ends towards in the favor of Team GodL, all the teams in the low ground are in a bit of trouble. In fact, they are in a bit of trouble right now also because GodL is able to spot down so many teams.
Yeah, there are so many teams actually on this particular part of the area. I mean, I can count almost 6 teams fighting each other, and there are so many teams which are being sandwiched. For example, GodL, Jonathan has just knocked down GG7, and that is how Freelancer has now been eliminated outside the play zone. And some of the teams, for example, are Jadu and his teammates are just making a run for the circle, and on the other hand, play zone just ate up Addy, and Addy has now been eliminated. A UG underdog Tissue and his partner Mystique, they are just ready to fight against GodL, but there is another team as well. RG Canary has spotted some other teams as well. I think they are fighting themselves, but will Canary be able to third party them because they are good? And Orangutan, guys, has now been eliminated from the map. That was quite good actually because Erangel pushed it through to the 6th circle as we speak, Shadow.
Certainly did, but look at the zone shift you're talking about. It is certainly favoring the players of Team TSG and all the teams on the western side, on the eastern side of the map. There is a big cluster of the teams. That means teams on the western side do have a certain advantage. Zark is trying to knock down the players of Team Lord, and Zark is also picking up fights with the teams on the low ground. That means team is picking fights at multiple fronts, and when the new zone is closing in, I don't think this is a time to pick fight on fronts. But TGR players are also going down. Udog is also falling down. Mystic has been knocked down. Kishu is running for safety, for a safer position. TGR Demon also goes down through the hands of the player 8-bit. Madman is trying to get confirmations onto the players of TGR. That means TGR is in a bit of trouble. Not a bit of trouble, lot of trouble. But GodL also, Jonathan is the last man. No, there are 2 players knocked down, 2 players still standing. And Dome OP is trying to knock down the players in the far away vicinity. The zone is again in the favor of Team GodL. But another team is also being favored. That is going to be TSG.
Exactly. Looking at the map, it's in the favor of GodL, but let's not forget GodL GodL has fought their way through that area. They have claimed that area and they have defended it very well. And though I mean, they know themselves how to defend that area exactly. Jonathan with Doom just revived his entire team, and GodL, while it gets back on its feet, we see team number 18 TSG Desync along with his partner TSG Daddy, just two-man strong team, is now scouting ahead. They are, and GodL Jonathan has now been knocked out by TSG Daddy. What a performance by Daddy! And will he be able to get help from his partner Desync? Will Desync come towards his help? But no, Daddy is clutching alone against GodL. What a shot, knocking out Jonathan. But I think Jonathan will now be revived by his teammates because they are at full potential. And as we see, team number 11 has now been eliminated. 8-bit has Madman has just eliminated the last person, and that is how they go away. And 8-bit once again against the other team. It's quite hard to say because there are lots of teams and three teams remaining who will erupt as the winner, and they are just moments. We are just moments away now from Chicken Dinner. TSG Think is now getting shot by OSG8. That is the lone survival. On the other hand, we have GodL defending themselves. Will they be able to push through? Will they be able to conquer this lobby? I mean, this match. 8-bit raid once again throwing nades and trying everything, whatever he can, throwing the nades. And GodL Jonathan just got knocked out. It's all about MVP now. MVP will carry his team, but I think GodL has now been eliminated. What a sad ending, but let's not forget what a play by GodL.
GodL did have a very good outing in this game, but TSG is still in the very good spot. Daddy is still hiding beside that grass area, and 8-bit, they have the numbers advantage if I'm not wrong. And I think Madman do have an idea where the last player of TSG is hiding. Although Daddy is trying to knock him down, and Rayat is already on a very low HP, 10 HP. But finding safety, finding cover, he will heal himself. But now the problem begins because Daddy has revealed his position, and that is how he is going to pay the price. Because 8-bit will get a chicken dinner, already leading the chart and getting a winner chicken dinner for themselves. They are looking phenomenally well in the leaderboard right now.
I mean, ladies and gentlemen, what a match! What a match! GodL was moments away from victory, but there came in TSG Daddy with his DP, and what a phenomenal spray towards GodL. He entirely single-handedly, I mean, to be precise, he single-handedly knocked out the players of GodL, and where Jonathan and last MVP, last what I saw, they were alive. But as soon as Jonathan was knocked out, GodL MVP was also knocked out by TSG Daddy and 8-bit. And let's talk about the winners of this chicken dinner.
For the winners of this particular game, Madman himself got 10 finish points. Individually, he is having 10 finish points, and his teammate Rayad is having 8 finish points. That means 18 finish points, only these two individuals. That means 8-bit was the most aggressive team in the lobby. Yes, Team Gordon sitting at the third position are also having very good finish points. I think more than 10 finish points are in their favor. Yes, they were pretty aggressive, but the aggression of 8-bit Madman was not stopping for anyone. And yes, Team Supari Gang and Godel, the zone favored both of them. Very good reading of the zone, very good zone rotation, especially for TSG and Godel. So that is why they were in a very good spot, and they are aggressive. They have the firepower. They were able to take down multiple enemies. That's why they are having the finish points. What a game! What an aggressive game! All the top three teams are having more than 50% of the finish points.
I mean, I signed up to see those clutches, and that is exactly what I saw in the match. How TSG Daddy single handedly took over, how GodL was, harassing each and everybody, how 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 Claus was knocked out by GodL, Team GodL. What a spray it was by MVP in that smoke, knocking the entire team out later on. And I mean, guys, what a matchup! What a match! I mean, that's such a hype. And let's not forget Scout, who also tried single to take out the other team single-handedly, and how he was miraculously saved and revived at the apartments near the school area. But talking about GodL, they were like they just dropped down, they just looted, they just got better and just started shooting, just started their aggression, which was their only motto, which was their only tactics and only strategy, and they really did well in that. But Dream 8-bit now still stands winning, but and Madman with a brilliant performance. I mean, he is the MVP right now at the first position. Let's see who takes on over his position.
He MVP or not, because his own teammate Riot is also having 8 finish points. The damage will also come into the picture, and that will decide the overall MVP formula, will decide who is going to be the MVP. But it is certainly, I think, is going to be from Team 8-bit. But talking about these three teams, the fourth team, the team at the fourth position that ended up was Team UDOG. They were not having a very good outing on day 1 and day 2, but this is on day 3, the final day, they are coming up with a very good performance and good fight. Not very many finish points. I think 3 finish points they are having somewhere. Yeah, 3 finish points for this team. So they are also looking good, getting good placement points.
But ladies and gentlemen, let's not forget what an ultimate showdown in the very beginning of the match. I mean, I am so much excited to see all these players again in action with other teams. I mean, the other winners from the other players which were playing overwhelmingly well from the last 2 days. I mean, the clashes which are about to come. I mean, I am so much excited and I am fully powered up. So guys, before we do that, it's time for us to be right back. And while that, I think the chat is now being spammed by to what is going to happen next, and even I am excited to what will happen.
Yeah. I spit raps like a heart attack, fast fatal heart impact, past painful scars. In fact, I blast tasteful bars and packs. I back up my actions, fact don't ask, grab reactions, jacked attack with every word, then act with class as they hear me snap. I got nothing to lose, cause I fought and felt the bruise. Now I'm not the one confused, call the shots and they produce. I ain't lost, I'm finally loose. Pick a new silver excuse, I need the views to boost me to a new abuse of being used. Everybody wants a piece now, y'all can rest in peace now. You're dead to me, so peace out. Remember you're discreet now, get ready for defeat now. I'm gonna make you bleed out. Listen on repeat now and weed out all the weak now. Get up and make a change. Don't remember yesterday. If you got something to say,
They come and go, and they come so easily. Tell me what it is about you that I can't forget. But you're breaking down my walls again, just to set me free. Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Staying up when I go out, you gotta know I'm all yours. But when I say what's that about, you start slurring your words. Tell me why you have to seem so distant when I'm holding you. Your fingertips are drifting away, and I fucking love how it hurts. Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do I? Why do I, baby, why do I? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Messing with my head again. You had your heart set on me, but these feels, they come and go, and they come so easily. Tell me what it is about you that I can't forget, but you're breaking down my walls again just to set me free. Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Staying up when I go out, you gotta know I'm all yours. But when I say what's that about, you start slurring your words. Tell me why you have to seem so distant when I'm holding you. Your fingertips are drifting away, and I fucking love how it hurts. Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do I? Why do I, baby, why do I? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling?
available at the soulstore.com and अगर आपको ये खरीदने हैं तो डायरेक्टली वेबसाइट पर जाइए, वेबसाइट पे जाके अपने फेवरेट मर्चेंडाइज को सिलेक्ट कीजिए, बी इट मार्वल और डीसी और हैरी पॉटर। वहां पे सिलेक्ट करने के बाद स्क्रॉल थ्रू योर फेवरेट प्रोडक्ट, जो भी आपको पसंद आता है उसको सिलेक्ट कीजिए डायरेक्टली एंड सिलेक्ट योर साइज। उसके बाद जाके अपने साइज को सिलेक्ट कीजिए, एड द प्रोडक्ट टू द कार्ट एंड उसके बाद आता है मेन स्टेप जहां पे आपको मिलेगा 20% डिस्काउंट एंड टू गेट दैट 20% डिस्काउंट जस्ट अप्लाई द कूपन। कूपन का नाम है वॉर मीनिया 20। यहाँ पर डायरेक्टली टाइप कीजिए वॉर मीनिया 20 and just apply the coupon and voila, you saved $109 directly। तो जाइए जल्दी से अपने favorite merchandise की shopping करिए and get an instant 20% discount। DC Comics merchandise
Experience tranquility.
Yeah, couple. Hero is insane. Far before.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, watching at those highlights is just charging me up, and the blood is furiously pumping inside the body, and I mean, the matches are going to be more and more awesome after that phenomenal showdown what GodL and 8-bit showed over there. And once again, TSG Daddy, let's not forget his spray and his single-handed rush over there. So, are you excited about that too, Shadow?
Well, I'm certainly excited, but one thing I'm more excited about is the standings, the result. Yes, we did give away that Madman got 10 finish and Rayat got 8 finish, but rest of the results are still to be known. They are still unknown, and I think everyone in the chat is also waiting for the results. They are like, show us the results. We want to see the standings where favorite players are standings. And someone tells me that standings are ready, and yeah, here they are right in front of our screen. And 8-bit again being on the tippity top of the leaderboard, that means 34 points. Look at the point difference, 19 finish points, 15 placement points, total 34 points in the favor of team 8-bit. And team rivalry esports is sitting in the second position with 22 points. Godlike with at the third position with 17 points. UDOG India at the fourth position with 11 points. And guys, these are not the overall standings, these are just match 7 standings.
Exactly, ladies and gentlemen. These are just match standings, but let's see the phenomenal performance by 8-bit with 19 finisher points, followed by TSG Esports, I mean Rivalry Esports with 12 finisher points and 12 placement points with a total of 22 points in this particular match. And let's not forget about Scout, how he managed to crawl up over there, but definitely he was two man down and he couldn't they couldn't pull it through the other teams as there were more like third parties over there. And once again, guys, SouL, it was too bad to see them getting knocked out at the very initial start of the match, but however, GodL emerged victorious over there. And what a phenomenal strategy by GodL, just taking over that mountain, and just taking over that mountain and keeping it and defending it. And I think Shadow, they finished off three teams from that particular point, I believe.
Certainly, it did finish few of the teams and got few finish points from that position. The zone was certainly favoring Team GodL, but most of the time, the teams on the low ground have an advantage because when you become the king of the hill, you have the intel, you have the information, you have got everything. But the problem begins when the zone moves away from you. Getting down from the higher ground itself becomes a very big challenge for the teams, and that is exactly what happened with the players of Team Godlike. But nonetheless, a good performance, good outing coming in from godlike, nothing to complain about at all. They are at the third position. I think they finished at the
Yes,
third
they
position
finished
in
at
the game.
third position. Yes, yes,
Yeah.
and second position was on TSG. That is Rivalry Esports. What a performance by them once again. So guys, as we talk, I am much more excited about what is yet to come, what battles are to be seen, and what wars are to be fought. So guys, get ready for the next match, which will be happening any minute as we talk. And let's just remember all those furious battles which we had in past 10 day, I mean in past 2 days. To be honest, I mean it was such a long time after seeing that those battles. Once again, Team Celsius, Team Velocity entering the matches, and without any delay, let's get on to the map.
Get on to the match. Match number two, Group A is joining us and talking about the flight path. It is going somewhere from the ruins area towards the southern side of the Los Leones. It is definitely favoring western side of the map. The teams that like going towards the Campo Militar area, this is Miramar. It's not going to be so easy to glide such a long distance. In fact, a few thousand meters distance. It's not going to be that easy. But the main focus in Miramar is going to be the zone where the force zone is going to go. If it's a centralized zone, things are good for everyone. But if the zone takes a extreme shift either on the eastern or the western side or the northeastern side towards the Campo Militar, that's when the problems are gonna begin for all the teams, because that means early loot and early rotations.
Yes, exactly. And I'm much more worried about what if the circle is at the south end near Puerto, and once again, Los Leones, Impala, Los Higos, and Minas del Sur, and towards the prison area. I mean, it will be all the Erangel situation all over again. The bridge campings will be seeing, and we'll be seeing the water fights. And on the other hand, as we see the live feed, Jonathan is now getting over to San Martin, I guess. Yes, San Martin is their area, and that is where they choose to land. However, NXG is going for the Valle del Mar or maybe Minas del Val. And as we see, Jonathan with his teammates MVP, Clutch God, and Duma OP, all the phenomenal players are now landing over there. 8-bit has already landed, and 18 team number 18 RBG might just be in trouble because Vector against Uzi is deadly, and Sonic doesn't have a gun to defend himself. But Akshay, however, claimed an AK-47. 8-bit Tsunami with a Uzi rush, and he just fired it. Did it take? No, 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 it didn't hit that, and the teams are safe once again, and they are just backing off for now. However, 8-bit has gotten this team completely surrounded almost from two sides, from western and the southern sides, and these teams are now sitting ducks. Exactly, this is similar situation like what happened with SouL and the other team on Picado.
Been granted, because looking at the circle, it is certainly favoring the complete northern eastern side. Campo Militar is in the zone. That means early loot, early rotation is going to be coming in. The teams that have dropped in towards nearby the Saint Martin area, they're still in a safe spot. They can gatekeep the teams, or even they can go for the early rotations also towards the northern side and find a better positioning inside the circle. That means Saint Martin again becoming a very good hotspot for the drop location. But on the other side, Global Esports, this time they have dropped in Graveyard instead of Valdemar, and they have an enemy in the nearby vicinity. Let's see how they are going to survive, because I don't see Dark with any armor. Yes, he does have gun, but not many first aids, and not even his teammates are in the nearby. I think one of the player is in the nearby vicinity. He might back Dark, but the question arises, do they have enough loot in their hands to pick up a fight against Team X Park? But from the sidelines, CSM Ninja Jord finds a knock on Dark and instantly eliminates him. That means Global Esports now stands as a three-man strong army.
What a phenomenal shot by TSM Ninja Jord. It was definitely a great shot with an early confirmation for the kill. And once again, TSM is now ready to push against Global Esports. But as we see Sangwon and Slayer, I think they are on to a vantage point, and I think they are now shooting back towards team number 13. Viru is taking shots against Sangwan, and Sangwan has been hit, and he's almost half. And Sangwan has been knocked out by Viru. What a shot with M16A4. The tap shots are deadly at this point, and Slayer has also been knocked out. What an early elimination, almost elimination from Iconic. Iconic again pushing towards, and he knocked out Shadow. 1 HP plus. He was trying to finish him off, but at the very nick of time, the backup just arrived, and this is how TSM now survives the match, and Global Esports is officially out of the match. And as we see, team number 19, is it? Yes, team number 19, Enigma Saggy and Enigma Aggie with Kundi Hundi. They are just looting at that particular place, and they are just holding it off for now, as there are no teams. They are just planning and preparing for the battle which is about to come up. As we see, VLT Velocity Kratos and Daljit SK is already on the move against their opponents. I think they have boxed them up, and he's going for an early finish, and against Gunu. No, Gunu is his teammate, exactly, and they are going for GodL MVP, and I think it's GodL MVP might be in trouble because Daljit has already asked for a backup. Gunu is backing him up. Daljit again going for an early rush. GodL MVP defending himself, going up, and he's trying to flank the position. He's trying to grenade his way out, but Daljit is not unstoppable at this moment. Daljit plans again to strike back, but this time with a different strategy. There goes Daljit, knocking out Gunu. In fact, knocked out GodL MVP, and it is sad to know MVP has now been eliminated from the round. And 8-bit Juicy also has been knocked, so 8-bit Madman is on the rescue. But I think Juicy might just be revived at the very nick of time, as Raid is already there with him. However, Team RNG is on the move with against 8-bit, and they are fighting back and proving that it's their grounds as well.
Yeah, certainly, but that good grenades from GodL MVP, stopping the rush that was coming in from the players of Team Velocity. But that was a good finish point for Team Velocity. But on the other side, and we have a stalemate situation between the players of Team 8-bit and another team with which they are sharing their location. Yes, 8-bit is a little spread out, and that's where they are paying the price. Rayad is going to be last man standing from his team. Rayad needs to heal up really fast. He has got only 5 bandages. He is going for the revive onto Tsunami. There is no chance to save Juicy over there. He is going to bleed out. He is going to end his and bid bye bye to his teammate. But Team Revenge is looking pretty good. They have the numbers advantage. Even Team 8-bit, what they can do is, if they're having a vehicle, just run away from this position or take a height advantage. But that is also not going to happen, because Akshay along with his teammate is already moving in towards the players of 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, Akshay so much amped up with Revenge. He just finishes off 8-bit, and Clay confirms the kill, and that is how Team 8-bit what a shocking early elimination, and what a good play by Revenge Esports. Akshay 5k, they are now fully adrenaline and furious to how they marched up towards the team and just knocked them out. GodL Clutch God now finds Aladdin. 7 Esports, they are again making a run. I think they will be planning to somehow dodge the shots, and then group up and then start fighting along the vantage points to get cover of that mountain. However, GodL Jonathan with his partner GodL Clutch God driving the vehicle, they plan to get off from there, because they are already one player down. GodL MVP, who was such a great player with such phenomenal performance by knocking the other teams, and played a vital role in their survival until the end.
different rotation. Last time I remember Nimbala side, eastern side was completely empty, but this time, complete opposite is happening. The western side is completely empty, and most of the teams are preferring the rotations towards the Impala side. That means the eastern side. That means teams have been reading each other. They do realize that yesterday it was quite empty, but on the other side, GodL is again at the receiving end of the bullet. Three players are already down. I think GodL is standing with the last player. And Seven Seas is going to be pretty happy because they are already earned 2 finish points for themselves without any casualty. And Hacienda teams do anticipate that nearby the Hacienda area, Team GodL will be present. So Team Seven Seas was pretty aggressive. On the other side, Team EXO likes to be the king of the hills. They do very well know the geography of this map, and this time also I think Team EXO will go for the hilly areas or the better terrain area and will play in a split situation, or are they going for the compound?
As we
We'll
see, yeah, exactly. We'll definitely see about that. What a bummer for GodL to lose against Seven Seas Esports. But let's not forget what a performance by Seven Seas Esports to knock out GodL, such a great team from such a great distance. I mean, what their strategy was, and as we see, Seven Seas Esport is dominating over Team TSG. Sarang confirming his kill on Daddy, and as we see, team number F9 Exodus has now been revived, and they are going planning their move against team number 13, that is TSM Ninja Jord on the other side of the vision from F9 Ronorak. And however, we from the other side, Lutapi is just scouting ahead, and they are just scouting for players. 7C is now making their move against team number 6 and 8. I think team number 6 is now being sandwiched. Sarang and his friend is in great trouble, in a grave danger as of now as you speak. T is in some way somehow defending. Nades are now being exchanged. I think at this moment of time they should use smokes and cover up their location and dodge, but 7Cs is unstoppable at this moment. Even though Savitar is now planning a rush, and will he be able to take desync? Will he confirm the kill, or will he just go to finish off his PSG desync? Desync somewhere somehow retaliating, but 7Cs emerge victorious. What a phenomenal gameplay by 7Cs. I mean, what a gameplay, knocking out GodL back to back, and the other team back to back. Rak Lutapi just analyzing the area with his teammate. They have taken over the vantage point so that they can get a better view, and along with that, they can also remain stealthy. But once again, Shadow, what a matchup by 7Cs Esports.
memory tells me right. 7C Sarang was the person who was getting the first blood again and again in the map of Miramar. This time also 7 Seas is also having a good outing, but team F9 again trying to control this hill area. On the other side in the kill feed we can see team Celsius is also picking up 5, but team Godlike faces an early elimination. In fact, becomes one of the first team to get eliminated. Not the first team, I'm sorry, but an early elimination is coming in. On the other side, if we talk about team xROCK, they were trying to be in the control of the terrains of the Miramar. They have surrounded the players of team only rocks from all the 4 directions, but already Viru has been knocked down. Sananana is going to get the confirmation onto Viru, and that means team xROCK need to be a little careful because now they are standing as a 3-man army. Sanana has spotted down the players of Team Cells also, so Team EXO is going to be a little careful. And look at the formation of all the 4 players. 3 players are looking forward, 1 player is checking the backside. Team EXO again a very good formation of all the 4 players.
Once again, as you said, Shadow, what a performance by Team EXO. They have a lookout on the northern end, and they also have a south side, southwestern lookout, and 2 of their players are rushing and harassing the other players. What a strategy to apply on this spectacular map. And as we see, guys, Celsius, the victors of the first day, the ones who made their impression on the very first day, are going against team number 10 and against Abrar's team. And let's see if Abrar will be able to pull off against the enemies with single-handedly. Will he able to clutch? But I think he might be able to clutch. But as soon as I think he will find a knock, he's trying to find a knock, and then maybe later on finish off the entire team while they are just panicking, or maybe use the knocked player as the liability. Now, guys, as we see, the circle has now been finalized, and at any second now, the new circle might just emerge, and it's completely on towards the southern end, and that is towards the junkyard where most of the teams are. And let's see what the other teams do when they make their way towards the circle. On the other hand, TX Gill, team number 13, by losing two players, Jord and Viru. That was kind of sad for Viru to end like that, but they are just pushing and pulling it through. And now, on the other hand, team RGE, Maxi, Abrar, Skrills, and Spray with the entire power of the team. Both of the teams are great against Celsius. Celsius as well as RGE, they are now, I mean, they have, I think, spotted each other at this particular place, and I think RGE is moving on towards Celsius maybe to finish them off. But Celsius, yes, they found a knock. Mr. Spray with a spray, very nice, phenomenal spray. And once again, RG Maxi OP covering up, and Mr. Spray and Abrar OP are the assaulter teams, and these two are the lookouts. The assaulters are now going in for an assault, and the lookouts will be covering up from the end, from the distance. And later on, if they find another knock, they might just push in through. But on the other hand, as we see, Abrar is now healing up. The assault team is now healing up for now. Celsius has two players knocked down, and I think they should go, but no, they are taking much more precautions, as Abrar is now healing up, and then maybe he'll plan out. But I think the strategy is not working here, as Abrar has no place as a cover to run towards the houses. But Celsius players can also not come out of their positions, as they will be exposed. RG Maxi OP going for a clean finish towards Celsius player, and Celsius are now more in trouble. On the other hand, Sarang is coming towards GodL, Nova, and then TCR team again going against GodL. Sarang pull out a knock, and once again TGR, GodL Nomba just pull out a knock on TGR. Abrar finished up Celsius player 2, and Maxi OP finished up Celsius player 1. And that, guys, is this the way Celsius goes down? The victors from the first day are now officially, Celsius for the win is now eliminated officially by Abrar and his team. What a performance by this team, Shadow.
Going to happen because all the teams that are coming from the northern side, they are going to face so much resistance from the other teams. Third parties are also going to happen, but the teams on the southern side and the western side, they do have an advantage. And even now also, team exo can find so many finish points from this particular position because they have the height advantage, and so many teams are coming from the northern side of the circle, and Sananana is definitely trying to do that. But on the other side, somewhere in the map, team Trigger Esports got an early elimination, and this shift of the circle is going to be a little difficult for all the teams that were on the northern side. Team EXO, again, like I mentioned, is in a very good spot. But talking about Team Forever, someone is shooting down Savitar from the far lines, and I think it is going to be the players of Team Enigma. Sarang is already down on his knees. There is no chance in hell to save his life, so Savitar is going to be the last man standing from his team, we can say so. And considering the fact Team Enigma has already spotted on the position of Savitar, his vehicle has already received a lot of damage. That means entering inside the circle itself is going to be a very big challenge for Savitar. He might go for the late rotation because it's just the fourth circle that will be coming in. He has 5 first hits. He can take a lot of damage of the blue zone. Also, but he is going for the fight as he takes down Iggy from Team Enigma with that perfect M416 spray. On the other side, let's see what is going to happen. Are the players of Team Enigma going for the revive, or they are going to prioritize the zone? Because it doesn't look like Sagi has much time to get back on his feet. Eggy, with that Kar 98, is already aiming in the direction of Savitar. Let's see if he can pop some heads off.
Talking about Savitar, what a precious knock which he landed over there. And at this point of time, Team Shadow, team number 13, is completely eliminated by team number 4, Sananana. Once again, a brilliant performance and brilliant tactics on Miramar. But talking once again about Savitar, Savitar managed to knock one guy from Enigma, and that was actually a good strategy so that the team would go and focus towards reviving their teammates, and Savitar could pull it through. But Savitar has now been eliminated with 7 Esports. They were off to a great start. Let's not ignore that fact. But this is Battle Royale, so anything and everything can happen in this war. And Sananana once again with his M4 and RG Maxi OP with his full team, Abrar OP and Mr. Spray with Skrills. The entire team is now safe in the circle, and as we see, team xROCK also has now been eliminated, and they are just scouting ahead, they are just scoping ahead. Sananana got a knock at not vamp, team number 10, and I think Revenge Sonic also got a kill on. He confirmed the kill exactly to be precise, and team number 5 is now might be in trouble, but they are also 4, and this is a 4v4 situation over here. But let's not forget the map. The other teams are also emerging, as you said, Shadow. Lots of third parties could happen over here.
Happen because we have seen time and time again team Nigma Galaxy and team EXO sharing the nearby hill area or the terrain area of the Miramar. Again, I can see team Nigma Galaxy somewhere in the nearby vicinity, but team EXO is being a little careful. They do have a compound also, but they are still holding on to the ridges. On the other side, we did saw Team Reckoning also having a very good positioning inside the circle for now, and Abrar OP yesterday a very good performance. Team Reckoning completely on the eastern side of the map, but look at the zone shift. It is on the western side of the hemisphere of the map. That means the teams again have to go for the rotation ban. Team EXO is again going to have a zone advantage because the circle is not very far away from them, but they do have to be very careful of the players of Team Enigma because they are a little bit ahead inside the circle. So Team EXO and Team Enigma might go up against each other very soon, but the team right in the dead smack center, they're not having a very good cover. They just have a shack for themselves. That means one single grenade in their direction and their game is boom.
So as we see, guys, Sananana initiating the battle with rushing alone, and he is a great clutcher and a great shooter in whether be a distance or be a close combat. Sananana just eliminates his enemy, and he just goes on, and what a strategy here by EXO. Team EXO showing up and using up 200% of their brain, and they are planning out all of their strategies. And once again, Team Velocity is now pushing against Team Double, and the Velocity got a knock. And will Daljit be able to clutch? But no. At the other hand, we see Kratos is down. Gunu FPS on the other hand is now down, and it's team number 10 versus 5, where team number 18 Entity just lays their eyes on them. Velocity Gaming has now been eliminated. What a sad elimination towards them, but let's not worry about that. Let's see Entity Shadow, they are just spoofing them, and once again Abrar with his team struggling over here to get to the safe zone, and they are just getting in, but on the other hand faces a knock, knocked out by Revenant Sports Akshay. Once again, what a play, eliminating GodL in the beginning near Hacienda del Patron, and after that, once again Akshay going towards the cover and reviving and healing for a bit. Evo Idli Yuva OP once again backing up for a while, and then against Akshay. Sales Radiant, what a shot, but that didn't completely take over Akshay. Akshay, what will he do? He is being surrounded by Abrar on the other hand, and on the other hand he has Yuva, and I don't know what the battle will emerge. NXG MJ has now been eliminated. Revenge Akshay 5k is now officially out. Maxi OP and NXG Pain has been out. Abrar is now out, and I think this is the end of Abrar and his team. What a phenomenal performance, and I think Reckoning Esports, yes exactly, is now out of the map.
Been and again a drastic shift of the circle towards the northern side, and Team EXO again finding themselves at the edge of the circle. Again, a very good positioning for Team EXO. This looks like Team EXO's game to lose, but Team Nigma Galaxy is on the low ground, and looks like Punk is already trying to spot Ted in far off vicinity. Somewhere other side, Team Revenge Esports has been eliminated, and F9 Harsh has been taken down by the pros of Team Error Esports. Error Esports, a qualified team, and they are proving their mettle by taking down multiple fights, taking down multiple players, and they are winning most of them. But Enigma Gaming has been eliminated at 18th position. Seiko Gamer needs to get a revive onto his teammate, but Fierce has already spotted on the plus of Team Error Esports, and he's trying to get the confirmation also. But let's see if he can find the confirmation. Smokes are being deployed from both the sides to find the cover for themselves to block the vision of the enemy, completely block the vision. But Fierce, let's see, he has spotted down Seiko Gamer, dishing out a damage and perfect spray, and Ted also somewhere helps him out in eliminating the plus of Team Error Esports. Error Esports being the victim of the third party, can't help, can't help. These things happen in the battle royal. They have been eliminated, but UOP also finding few confirmations for himself. EXO again at a very good positioning.
What a good strategy putting up there. So, I mean, it was just top-notch strategy, and how they knocked out and eliminated the opposing team. And this is how NXG is now in trouble. They might be in jeopardy. They are in jeopardy, definitely. With only one player left now, it's quite hard for them to win, as EXO is now dominating. Kind of, I can say that they're dominating on this map. As team number 10 struggles with team number 5, I think EXO is also pushing it to the next level by just entering the battle in between and finishing off. And will they be emerge as victorious? Will they emerge as victorious? But let's see, team number 5 also here with just 3 people. They are also stepping up now. As we see the 3 teams alive now, the battle is completely unpredictable right now, because all of these teams are just rushing, and team number 7 might just be in the problem, because they are like sandwiched as of now by team EXO and also by team OG. OG team number 5, Ash is now pushing away towards that shack. I think team number 7 are just one grenade away either from EXO or from the OG, but Ash and his teammates are just pushing away towards Golem Noah, and EXO is just taking the advantage of their battle, and EXO just pushing it through. CRB switching off to the first person and managed to take down one player, knock one player, and that was a pretty good rush, pretty good standing over there, pretty good rush over there. But now emerges as victorious over there, and team number 5 and CRB, and team number 5, only one guy now remains against the 4 people. Will he be able to clutch? But I think EXO will clean them off pretty easy. They just need to lure him out, and that is how team EXO wins this battle. What a strategy, ladies and gentlemen. What a strategy, and what a phenomenal gameplay, and what a domination by team EXO. I mean, I am just more than just surprised, more than just excited, and I mean more than just happy to see them emerge victorious. I think it was a clean victory for them as soon as they entered the last circle. What are your thoughts on this, Shadow?
Again, again favoring the plus of Team EXO, they found themselves again. Call it a complete zone reading or prediction of the zone for the plus of Team EXO, but they were in this circle again and again and every single time. But yes, a very good gameplay coming in from the plus of Team EXO. But on the other side, if you talk about the plus of Team Orangutan, this time they have stepped up. I have to give it to them, because considering the fact they take longer rotations from the northern side, and they take their time to enter inside the circle, a complete delayed rotation always comes in from the players of Team Orangutan. In fact, I think it was the second or the third circle, they were completely away from the safe zone area, and they have to come down from the northern side where there was so much traffic, there was so much there were so many teams that were fighting. So that is quite commendable, the way team Orangutan found their way till the final circle
I mean,
without losing any player.
yes,
And
exactly. The approach which they used was definitely spectacular. And orangutan, I think this is a point where we start, building hopes that orangutan might come up some way, somehow. They might just push it through. But on the other hand, I'll be talking about Team Exo. I mean, what a performance in this map! They were dominating since the very beginning of this match. Placing all their placements, their approaches, their tactics. Yeah, during the fight near graveyard, I suppose, where they had a northern lookout and a southern lookout, and the two players which were rushing. I mean, that tactic after two knocks, as I said, they just pushed in through Celsius, and that is how they eliminated them. And once again, let's not forget the gameplay which Sarang placed into it. I mean, Sarang completely single-handedly. I mean, he took the first blood, and then once again knocking down different teams. I mean, various players, and but they couldn't emerge victorious, and they just got eliminated.
beg to differ from you. Team Exo was not dominating in the initial half of the game. Yes, they started picking up fights in the final circle. They found few of the finish points in the first half of the game, but they were not dominating. I'll say they were being friendly with the zone. They were trying to find a better positioning in the zone every single time. Not picking up multiple fights. Although they did spot a few of the teams, but they were only picking up the good fights in the even that on the last few circles. But
Okay,
other
and
teams,
yes, yes, but
yeah,
like, I
yeah,
mean,
you continue.
it was sad to, see the performance from GodL this time. They landed on their favorite position near Hacienda, and then, being knocked out by the other team, by Akshay and his team, and that was quite sad for them, at that point of time. They couldn't show their aggression this time. We didn't get a chance to see their aggression exactly. But let's see. Let's build hopes for them. They might also come through. But the most shocking thing to me was about 8-bit, which was I think knocked in somewhere around second circle maybe, and I guess it was an early knock for them.
Yeah, they were eliminated quite early in the game, and there were a little lack of the utilities from the players of Team 8-bit also. But that's okay. They have a very safe position in the leaderboard. They can afford to have one bad game, so I won't complain much from the players of Team 8-bit because I know they are in a very safe spot. Even after a bad game, I think they are still on the hashtag one position because they were leading with very high points. The point difference was quite high between first and second position.
So while talking about these teams, I think it's time to see those fantastic highlights and those amazing kills which the players took in this match. And let's just see those highlights while we get back with the another match.
Why, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you are, would always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Staying up when I go out, you gotta know I'm all yours. But when I say what's that about, you start slurring your words. Tell me why you have to seem so distant when I'm holding you. Your fingertips are drifting away into fucking love. baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do I? Why do I, baby, why do I? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Messing with my head again. You had your heart set on me, but these feels, they come and go, and they come so easily. Tell me what it is about you that I can't forget, but you're breaking down my walls again just to set me free. Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Staying up when I go out, you gotta know I'm all yours. But when I say what's that about, you start slurring your words. Tell me why you have to seem so distant when I'm holding you. Your fingertips are drifting away, and I fucking love how it hurts. Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do I? Why do I, baby, why do I? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling?
Heroes is insane. Bow before.
Experience tranquility.
Heroes is insane. Bow before.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to War Mania Esports and the Pro Warrior Cup uh, by Fast Track. And what a phenomenal performance here as we see Shadow. What a phenomenal performance so far on Erangel as well as Miramar. The teams are now, doing a great job, coming back and once again too bad about 8-bit, which could not perform, but never mind. They have another match to go. And same thing about 7 Seas Esport. They were off with a good start, but some way, somehow, Savitar and his buddy Sarang, they just got eliminated by Team Enigma. Was it? Yeah, I guess it was Team Enigma. But they were pretty well scooped up over there. And anyways, once again, guys, let me remind you, such actions are only seen at such platforms, which is War Mania Esports, which this is what we bring to you. This is the energy we bring on to you. This is the battles that we bring on to you. This is the war. After all, it's called War Mania, isn't it? So guys, make sure to subscribe to the channel and also click on the notification icon so that you can get notified instantly whenever we come live and serve you with those overwhelmingly well battles. And that is it for today. What are your thoughts on the previous match, Shadow?
The previous match, my thoughts, I think the points table speak for itself, because let's have a look at the points table, because someone tells me the points table is completely ready, and Team Exo with that beautiful chicken dinner and 4 finish points are at the tippity top of the leaderboard, not leaderboard, this match standings. That means 19 points. Team Orangutan, finally a comeback I'm seeing from this team, and quite in fashion. 7 finish points, I think the highest finish points, and total 19 points. Freelancer team, 7 finish points, sitting at the third position with 17 points. Team Cells, 12 points, sitting at the fourth position. Enigma Galaxy at fifth position with 12 points. 7Z Esports at sixth position with 10 points. Did I say sixth position for Enigma Galaxy? I'm sorry, fifth position. Reckoning Esports
Yes,
sitting at the seventh position with 9 total points. But look at the finish points for Reckoning, 8 finish points, and 7C
exactly.
Esports also 9 finish points. That means these three teams, Revenge, Reckoning, and 7C Esports, they were quite aggressive. In fact, I can say the same thing for Error Esports also, because they got 6 finish points, only 2 placement points.
Exactly. Revenge Esports with Reckoning Esports and also Error Esports were on the way to better start. Even 7 Seas Esports, as I talked about, Savitar and his friend Sarang, they were picking on the fights, a very early fights to be precise. How Sarang took first blood, and they definitely have the highest finishing point, 7 Seas Esports. The thing which I saw in this match is Orangutan is now escalating up, and as we talked about, um, they are crawling on and they are buckling up and they are improving their strategies, and I think they have proved themselves that yeah, they can also make a comeback. And as we see, team number, I mean, rank number 11, Enigma Esports with 3 finisher points, 1 placement points. That puts them to a total of 4 points. Team xROCK with 3 finisher points and 0 placement points, which puts them into the total of 4 points. And let's see Global Esports. What a bad start for them, followed by Team 8-bit, which was eliminated at the very beginning. And same thing goes with Godlike, where Akshay and his team eliminated eliminated them. And it's time to see the overall standings for now, ladies and gentlemen. 8-bit is still dominating with total of 108 point, a very huge lead over the second, which is Enigma Galaxy at 59 points. It's a very huge and a vast difference. I don't know if these teams will be able to cope up with them or not, but let's see. Our esports is at third position, and it's a very good to see orangutan in top 20 now, which was always in the 30 and last thirds. As we talked about the last four positions, orangutan is now coming up match by match with an overall of 26 points, which includes 12 placement points and uh, 14 finisher points. Okay, and then we have Celsius FTW at 7th position with 44 points, and I think 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th all are almost on a tie, and it's a fierce battle between top 10. What are your thoughts on this, Shadow?
Anything happen in Enigma Gaming can also come in the top 10, because the point difference between, I think, 7th position and 20th position is not that much. That is only 11 point difference is there. So that means in this page anything can happen, but the next page, I think the problem is with the bottom four teams. But we'll worry about that later, because our match is live on our screen. The plane path is going all the way from Sivorny towards Primorsk, and if I'm not wrong, in Sivorny the fight has already erupted, because I see one of the players that has been knocked down. We'll see who that is, but this time Georgopol and North Georgopol also are going to be heavily contested, because a cluster of teams are moving in that direction. But this time in Promorsk, we have only Team Blind, because Team 8-bit, the group, will be sitting out.
Exactly, as we see, the group now will be sitting out, but let's not forget the entire team of SouL is now off on the map, and they are now down. And as we see, there is a fight erupting between the team number 5 and team number 8 entity, and MYM NXG Pain over there. And I think team Revenge is just planning out. They are just defending, and they are just scouting ahead of what is about to begin. But they have a one knock, which is a Sonic Fox, who has been knocked out and barely being revived by Entity Shadow 7. Entity Shadow to the rescue towards his teammate Sonic Fox. And on the other hand, Akshay 5K once again regaining control. Team number 8 is now regaining control back, but I think the other team might just be in trouble, because they are just surrounded. Team number 5 is now surrounded. NXG, what is their plan now? I think final boss is going in for the rush and initiating the battle. No, it's Akshay who is the one. Akshay is now has knocked out the other one, and he again goes in a safe place to reload. Again picks up the ammo, which definitely will help him in his future endeavor. Another knockout by Akshay. What a phenomenal performance by Akshay. 5K at the very start of the battle. I think this is the first blood from the team Revenge. Team Revenge with a huge start here, ladies and gentlemen. What a performance by them.
A good performance, because they have already earned 2 finish points for themselves. But this time in Sivorny we have 2 teams, and the other team might be in the mood to fall off, but that is not happening, because they have lost 2 of the players. Let's see if the players are going to decide to go for a 2v4 fight, or they are just going to back off and retreat to a safer position and go for the placement points. But
As we see, guys, GodL MVP, there has been some technical issue, and yes, the stream will just be right back. We'll be there with you in just a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Hold steady, buckle up, and ready. There is how Akshay 5K once again goes on team number 5 and almost knocked out. The entire team is now charging fiercely towards team number 5, and will he? Oh my God, that was a shotgun shot, but team 8 emerges victorious on that battle. And ladies and gentlemen, team number 5 is now gone and eliminated from this map. No, not eliminated. They still have one player left in their team. I'm sorry for that. I didn't see that map, Shadow, to be honest. NXG MJ
okay,
is still or scouting ahead. Will he be able to carry his team to get the placement points? If I'm not wrong, I think MJ should not, look up for a fight right now. He should just focus on escaping from there. But Team Revenge, will they be able? Will they let him escape? They are just on a hunting spree towards team number 5.
MJ is a very skilled player. He's going to back off from the fight. He's going for a 1v4 fight, and look at the HP of Sonic. Sonic is already surviving on 1 HP. No, he's been taken down. He's already been knocked down. Now it comes down to 1v3, and MJ needs to heal up really fast. But from the back lines, final boss is trying to flank and get that angle onto MJ, and that's when the problem will begin. But MJ, being the smarter one, did realize that anyone can come from the backside, and he has already shifted his position. But Team Revenge is trying to cover MJ from all the 4 directions, and with that Bison, Entity Shadow will find a confirmation onto him. With that, team number 5, team Enigma Galaxy, has been already eliminated, and team in Savorni is already going to be very happy because they have earned 4 finish points for themselves. Now we have 18 teams and 71 players still in the lobby. That
And
means, yeah,
exactly,
go ahead.
and as we look at the circle is now shadow forming up towards the southern end. So I think there might be some bridge fights, in the making towards, as the players are spreaded vast over the area, and team number 12 has to go a long way, I guess, towards the circle. But team number 15 OR has settled on the apartments for now. They are just gearing up, I think, as we see the bird's eye view from the school. Team number 5 DR Aditya with a fierce weapon, however not a good helmet. He needs to get one in order to defeat himself, in order to defend himself, sorry, my bad. And team number 15 DR new one with 15 health kits and 2 full normal health kits and 15 bandages. And let's see what will happen in this battle as the circle goes southern side. I mean, I'm very much excited to see what's going on the other side of the island, and how the teams will, approach and plan out their strategy. On the other hand, team number 3 TX Viru TSM Ninja and his buddies, they are already crossing the bridge towards Rosehawk, and they are just scouting ahead for, players to come, and they are just preparing the convoy. And as we see in the kill feed, SG new player now has been knocked out by Jelly, and the team might just be in jeopardy as they push it on again towards them. Exactly, OR Jelly now confirms the kill. RCD Mox takes out with a peek from the feed, and team number 12, now it's team number 12 versus 21. RCD B-Boy YD Snipey Lutapi, I think, has been knocked out, and he is now a liability for that team. But will he be able to be revived? Because there might be some few grenades coming in, which would turn the tables around for them. But will team number 12 retaliate against this? What is their plan? How will they retaliate is a question.
Is a qualified teams, and they have been showing their skills again and again all the 3 days. But this time they are up against another strong team, that is RCD Esports. 2 qualified teams going up against each other. Let's see what's gonna happen. Yes, one of the players of team False Nine Rock is already down on his knees, but I think revival should come easy peasy for him, because there is the positioning of him is quite easy to access for rest of the players. But team SouL is already up for the rotation. It looks like somewhere from the far distance is shooting in the direction of SouL player 3, and from moving vehicle, Celsius player 1 takes him down. Will he be able to find the confirmation? And yes, he finds a confirmation also. That means team SouL has been reduced to 3-man squad, and to retaliate, SouL Goblin was trying to shoot in the direction of player 1, and player 1 surviving on few HP. That was just a sliver of HP. One more bullet and player 1 would have been taken down from that moving vehicle, but he survives. That means he's going to heal up. He's again back in the game. But SouL Goblin has his eyes set on all the players, and he sells his the smarter one. They are changing their position, going for the uphill advantage. Let's see what team SouL is going to do in this situation. But like you mentioned, this zone is moving towards the southern side. That is, that means that like dropping in towards southern area of the map are in an advantage situation. And these kind of fights between Team Celsius and Team SouL, the way they are picking up fights, long range fights, yes, they can use up their meds. You can empty your enemies meds by dishing out damage after damage or knocking down them, but it's a little hard to find the confirmation onto them from these kind of positionings. So let's see.
Exactly.
And it's not a southern circle, it's a western circle in the central island.
Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. I just saw those islands inside, and I just thought of, like, there are few teams who entered the southern area of the map, and we might be able to see those bridge campings. And there were too many teams. Most of the teams are now inside the circle, but once again, spectacular performance from Team Celsius, and they are again regaining control over the map. But however, SouL with just 3 men down also retaliated against Team Celsius. And as we see here, team number 21 versus team number 12, Rex Boy Whitey is now finding, eagerly waiting for a knock, and he's just waiting for the short opening where he finds a knock, and then maybe he would push again with Ronorak and his other teammates. And on the other hand, as we see, RGE, Abrar, OP, and Maxi Skrills with the entire team spray, they are just exploring the area and looking for trouble. And but I would like to say that they are definitely the troublemakers over here, because Abrar with a fantastic performance overall throughout what we saw in last 2 days. I mean, these guys are playing great, and they have a great combination. They great call outs, and now they are just scoping out, and I think they found team number 22. Whereas we see the team Global Esports, Sangwon, Slayer, Dark, and Iconic, they are just again exploring and gearing up. And let's see where the second circle would form, as we are just seconds away, or maybe yeah, seconds away from what the next circle would be like, and where will it take the shift. And this will depend. I mean, the change in the circle will entirely depend on how these teams adapt. But I think most of the teams are in the middle of the circle, which is kind of a safer side. But if yes, exactly, they are in the safer side right now, but there is a lot of battle still left, lots of bullets to be thrown, lots of guns to be gunpowder to be wasted on and to be used on. And as we see, ladies and gentlemen, the second circle is now at the heart of the map.
Like you mentioned, teams on the western side are in a good control of the zone. Teams like Global Esports, they are opting for the western shoreline. That is a good positioning, because from there, rotating in the next circle also tends to become a little easier. But nearby the Pochinki area, I can see or Aditya has spotted on the players of Team Skylight Gaming, specifically Gamla Boy. And the way the formation of the team OR is happening right now, I think it's a calmness before the storm, because they are making a good formation, so they can take down all the remaining players of Team Skylight Gaming. But for now, Tycoon Raven, this is also a team that has been showing their mettle in the qualifiers and these past 2 days as well. Right now, they are holding on to a compound in the Gatka area, but is it a good position to hold on to? I'm having my doubts, because it's quite open. If multiple teams start rotating from this direction, from this area, then the problem might begin. But if the circle tends to favor you, then it's a good position to hold on to. But
But
in North
I think
things are in a stalemate
exactly.
situation. Yeah, please.
Exactly, but I think, in my opinion, that place, might be trouble for them as well, because if there are multiple teams which are charging on them from all the different sides, they might all they have to do is just throw nades and Molotov cocktails, and they would just flush them out. And the team which is inside those houses, they are just sitting ducks, and they just then but even if they take a peek, they'll be getting shot. And as we see, team number 18 now finishes off the underdog, which has one player knocked, and it completely wipes out the other team with Candy. And Gamla Boy now gets a knock and a finish on OR Jelly. Dr. New once again once again on a rush and knocks the Ronak. At 1 HP. He is just going to a safe place for now. But will Gamla Boy be saved? Yes, exactly. He has managed to heal himself up above 75%. But let's see if he is able to clutch these people, because it's 3 versus 1 now for them. And but Dr. Vexy is just going on. DR Aditya is also on from the other side, just scoping out and pushing on towards. And Revenge Esports final boss has now been knocked out. Kill feed. And SG Gamla Boy now going back. He's going and just heading back, just going away from the battle. And I think that's a smart move. At least even if you don't get the kill points, but you also get the placement points, which is he aims to be get in the proper place, proper placement point place. And SouL on the other hand, with 1 player down, which is player 3, and it now has only Akshat, Goblin, and Secret, who are now riding onto the canals of Gatka, and I think they are ready for a fight and ready to defend. Always now on the other hand has a knock on Akshay 5k with a fantastic grenade, and always now with his team, grenades are now being exchanged over the map. And on the other hand, TX Gill, the team number 8, also has eyes on them. However, always Bolte once again is going for the rush, but no, OS is just defending while all of the other teammates just provide a backup to Nexus, and Nexus is somehow revived now. And this is how they move forward. OS is going towards the top, and I think there's a battle and erupting over here once again. I think the other team number 8 is also going back for a while so that Akshay can be revived, and I think they will be fighting once again when they are at the full potential.
So the teams are clustered in the centrish area of the zone. That means the teams who are playing on the edges, in fact there are only 3 teams that are playing on the edge of the zone. They are far away from the fights, and that also means they can do a third party if they find a good positioning from where they can do. But Team OR and Team xROCK, they were in a stalemate situation for a very long time, but now the fight has erupted. Team TSM Ninja Jord was taken down, but thanks to Gil, he'll be again back in the game. But somewhere far off, Enigma Gaming has been eliminated from the lobby. Ninja Jord again back in the game. He needs to heal up really fast. But Team xROCK needs to be very careful, because a little far away we have Team UDog also. And if they are having an 8-time scope, then TX can be the victim of that. But Team Forever, 2 players are already down and confirmed. Now that means OS Bolte and his teammate Kylo is going to be the only 2 players standing from their team. They have a good positioning, they have a complete control of the squad house area, but can they pull off a 2v4 fight? That is the main question.
Yeah, exactly. That is definitely a main question, as the other teams are pulling over through. So as I told you before, the other teams are now surrounding Oves and his buddy, and I think to take them out is just, they are just grenade away, or maybe just flank a grenade, flank from the side, as they are just 2 people. If the entire team pushes up on them, as I said, 2 lookout and 2 assaulters who just grenade the entire squad house and then flush them out, and that would be the strategy to kill them. But let's see how they tend to defend themselves. They should not let anybody near their building. That is what their motto is. And now as we see, the circle has a sudden shift towards the ruin, and Rosahawk once again through the river and the mountain area where GodL was dominating in the first match. Let's see if Team Velocity, Daljit and his team, Kratos and Atanki, how they pull off this match. And in this strategy, they just got inside the circle. There is a drop nearby. DR Aditya with an M4 on the other building, just scoping out. But I think the team number 10 has not spotted team number 15 yet, and they are just now stabilizing over here on this map.
Team Velocity and other players that are rotating from the southern side of the map. So many fights can erupt, early rotation is the key, or longer rotations are the key in these kind of situations, and Team Velocity opted for an early rotation, I think. On the other side, Team Revenge and Team Forever, two players, are still in a stalemate situation. They have Team Enigma have the country complete control of the warehouse. On the other side, Squad House is opted by Team Forever. They're just waiting for the zone to shift, I think, or for an opening onto the opponent players, because both the teams, they can't directly rush without proper utilities, or without finding a initial knock onto all the players. Team Old Hood Esports, well, they have vehicles to protect themselves. They have four, I think, three, four vehicles. They can find an easy cover for themselves. But the way the teams are surrounding them, they need to be a little careful.
Exactly, that is what their strategies are doing. But I think they might be hearing the shots, nearby. So that is the reason they are not pulling in towards, Oves and his partner. But Oves also hears the shots, and he also knows that they are just two men down, and they also need to defend themselves. And so they are like completely alerted, and they are very much alerted and very much excited, to how to escape that situation. On the other hand, Team Celsius now pulls over here, and team number 22, Tycho Razor Raven, with a one man down, who is Tycho Tower 26, who is eliminated. But this three-man team is now laying their eyes on Celsius, and I think they know that player 2 might just be. And there was a knock to Tycho Raven, Mash Raven, and that is the other player to the rescue. Uh, the Dr. Aditya, OR Aditya, sorry, and OR New One, they are again settling down on that particular place. But the church is now being held by the Celsius team, Celsius, with a full strand. However, player 2 is a bit far away from them. Is he trying to create a distraction while the other team members just shoot him from the church inside? This is how Blind William confirms the kill. Team number 17 with one more kill. RG Maxi OP now finds a knock on OH Klaus. RG Spray confirms the kill on OH Klaus. Now Blind with a full team once again taking on over towards team number 18, which is Underdogs. MYS Dark gaining a higher position, the vantage point from the church, and scooping out the areas and giving calls to his teammates about what are the whereabouts of the enemy team. And as we speak, Blind is now totally on to team number 18. They are ready to rush them. I think, yeah, they are using the mountain as an advantage. And now, as we see, the circle has been shifted towards a little bit southern, but it's still, I could consider that as mid, and it's still in the heart of the map. And there is a drop also. What, I wonder what the drop offers to the players.
The circle, I think TX Gill and TSM players are in a very good spot, because they have good positioning inside the circle right now, and they can pick multiple fights also. But talking about Team SouL, they lost SouL player 3, and they are on the eastern side of the map. And I think they have spotted on the players of Team Global Esports also, who are trying to move inside the circle. They need to be very careful. If a blind rush comes in from Global Esports, Team SouL will have an advantage. But Kaio is going to be the last player, but not for long, because he has been eliminated by Akshay with a grenade, and that Team Forever will say bye bye. They have been eliminated. Team Enigma is going to be pretty happy about that, but now they have a job to do. That is move inside the circle, because still they are a little far away from the circle. I think few meters only.
Yeah, exactly. And Akshat with a brilliant performance by knocking out Oves Bolte with a grenade, and that grenade really hit him hard, which was the reason his team got eliminated. And as I told you, they were just finding an opening in that building, and that is what they used to their advantage. They immediately rushed into it and confirmed those kills. And on the other hand, Global Esports is now might just be at the brink of extinction, because two players are already down. GE Slayer is at a very low HP, and I think he's healed. Just try to heal. Iconic is also down, and Sangwan leaves the match with a sad finish by team number 12. And once again, team number 12 retaliating furiously against Global Esports. Now, will Slayer be able to avenge his friends? Will he be able to clutch? Will he be able to take out team F9, or will he choose to leave the battle just like the other ones did, to save them for the placement points? I think he's smoking right behind, creating a decoy, or maybe he's really trying to pull it off. But yeah, he starts shooting at team number 12 without any fear. He's just amazing. I mean, when you talk about his shots are so peculiar, so peculiar shots. That is, and another nade goes out to that car. I think these guys might take damage from car, and nades are now going to be exchanged. And Global Esports has now finally been eliminated. Looks like F1 were a little bit more better than Global Esports, then a little bit more better than them at this time. But I think they were more like covered off, and yeah, they also tried to defend themselves, but the grenade did all the work. So as we see the MXC OP Abrar with his team, they are laying low for a while, just scouting and scoping ahead of what is it yet to come. But yeah, I think he spots the team which is OGX Sultan, OH Crazy, and team Entity Revenge Esports final boss. I think he's trying to control so that they can not be usable in the future. Now let's see how the circle has shifted. It's all hilly area. So the players, I mean, the battle will be able to see a lot of battle here because lots of players are still outside the circle, and the ones who are inside the circle might just get sandwich. And I don't know how they will defend themselves, but they still have the ridge towards their advantage, and I think that is what they will be using. Team number 20, Canary and his partner, they are somehow struggling to keep up and cope up with the other teams, while SouL team now prepares to go to go inside the circle, and they are just planning out their strategies, getting in their vehicles, going as their signature style as a convoy. Now they are preparing to lead, while on the other hand, team Celsius, two players have now been down. It's all up to player 3, to avenge his team. He's just throwing up grenades, but as we expected, there are a lots of fights going on. He has to, revive his player so that his team can, pull it through. They can, regain their strength and get back. However, as we see in the minimap, SouL is now coming in as a convoy, but one of them just gets knocked out by OR Aditya. SouL Akshat gets knocked down, and the SouL secret is now a sole survivor from his team. Will he be able to avenge his team? Will he be able to clutch? I think he might just pull it through, but no, I think he is in jeopardy right now.
Secret one is the last player standing from his teammates. Also, 3 players have been eliminated, but OR Aditya is right in front of his eyes, and Team Celsius is also there, and he needs to be a little careful because from the backside on the minimap, I can see some of the players are already rotating, and OR in fashion eliminates Team SouL over there. On 11th position, TX Video. Again, I'll repeat my words. TX, call it casters, cause I was about to say in a good position, but they have been eliminated. And Team RG Reckoning needs to move inside the circle as soon as possible. Abrar is looting the crates, but he's not too far away. I think he can easily move to safety. They have the vehicles; they can make a good cover for themselves in the open final circle, because we are already seeing 7 teams, 18 players inside the circle. Ari Jadoo has been spotted down by Skrills over there. He's trying to take the shots in his direction, but somehow he's failing to connect those shots. But Jadoo has a height advantage. That means Akshay is going to be in a lot of trouble. And as Jadoo is throwing those grenades, deploying those grenades, that means death. And death is finally coming for Akshay, as he has been eliminated by Jadoo with that perfect precise grenade. But now RE Esports need to be a little careful of Team RGE. But RGE, one single grenade from Jadoo, that is what is all required to eliminate the complete squad, because they are pretty much pinned down beside that ridge area. But Jadoo, somewhere from far away, is getting shot out. So Jadoo needs to find safety for himself first, and then take a fight with the players of Team Reckoning. Reckoning again looking good, 5 finish points for themselves. But right now they are on the southern eastern side of the zone. I'll say southern side of the zone, but they need to also on the northern side, two teams are there, and I think they're in a good spot.
Exactly, Ari Jadoo and his team not only getting shots from Abrar and his team, but also from the underdogs from the other side. And as we see, team OR Aditya just clashes on towards team number 21, which is Rocky and Mox. RCD Mox once again. I think they are getting trouble from the other end of the map, and OR Vixie and Aditya is now coming up for rescue. The team is now healing up while the other team is now charging on them. Let's see how will they be able to survive with this map. The damage of the circle is quite intense right now. Moksha and his team with one fellow down, and OR Jelly has now been eliminated, but No also knocked out, and I think No is just revived, and he'll just heal up while his team creates a decoy and pushes towards the Moksha. And once again, team number 21, what a nice elimination, and another elimination. Can we see RCD to disappear? Yes, yes, exactly. They eliminated the team in a solitary fashion. I mean, what a gameplay by OR Vexy and his team. What a rush on towards them, and they not only secured a player from their team, but also finished off the entire team in front. And now another battle is now sprouting against team number 15 and 20, Canary with Jadu and Hero. These are also fierce players, and now OR Vexy, he knows exactly what Canary is going to do. I think Canary once again is going to go for a distraction while her assault team just pushes on towards them. But no, this is a different strategy. They are, I think, meeting up on the other end, and I think they are gathering up for a fight. Let's see Jadu just getting a peek, trying to get a peek, trying to get that little opening where he finds a knock, and all the other players would be isolated by his team. And let's see if his grenade works. That was a pretty good throw, but will that grenade cover that such a long distance? As we see, guys, two teams are now battling for chicken dinner. Only two teams are now live. It's 3 versus 3, the exact number. Let's see how they how they eliminate each other, how they plan, how they overthink each other. Now the battle has already been sprouted. There is heat boiling up in between, with smokes now exchanged, and also circle will play a vital role in this battle, as Canary plans on a distraction. Vexy also knows where Canary's position is, and I think they are some way somehow planning the same strategy. And this is how Dr. Aditya also is trying to get a peek over there. And RE Hero again, once again, smokes and all are being exchanged. OR New One is also finding a way on towards Canary.
Well, 3v3 fight between Team OR and Team R Esports. And guys, if you're liking the action, please like, subscribe, and share. And comment down which team you think is gonna win this 3v3 battle. Team OR Esports or Team RE Esports. Jadu is deploying smokes, grenades, every utility is being utilized. But Aditya, look at his position. He is in a good spot, but he needs to be careful of the grenade, because looks like Team RE Esports is trying to close in the way they are deploying the smokes. And far away, Hero has been taken down. He's back on his knees. That means there will be no revival at this point of the game. Another player also goes down, and Jatu is going to be the last man standing. And OR on the aggressive stance is moving towards Jadu. Can Jadu clutch it out? But no, that is not gonna happen, because OR Esports has gotten a winner checker dinner for themselves in match number 3. And with that, they were on a killing spree. So they were on a killing spree from the very start. I think somewhere in the sixth circle, I saw them having 11 finish points for themselves. I think it was fifth, or yeah, it was a
Yeah,
fifth
exactly,
circle.
exactly.
Yeah.
But that everything will be revealed when the match standing comes out. But before that, guys, let's talk about what a nice 3 versus 3 battle between Jadu and his team, with Canary trying to distract the others, while Vexy already had eyes on Canary. And what a strategy by Aditya, like exchanging the grenades, and how Jadu and his team planning a close up, just planning to rush them out. But at the very end, I think Aditya got a knock towards the other player when Jadu was alone and Canary was also down, and that is how this team emerges now victorious. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are now three matches down and three more matches to come. But let me tell you, I think those three matches will be available exclusively on Loco. So for that, install Loco app on your phones and quickly enter your credentials and go to the Loco app, because I am very much excited actually, Shadow. Just that SouL is still in the match and SouL will still play, SouL will be playing along with GodL. And let's not ignore the fact the both of the teams, will they make it up? Will they crawl up to the top?
That will be answered by the end of today. But everyone in the chat, please like, share, and subscribe if you're liking the casting or the stream or your favorite player's gameplay. And for the points table, let me tell you guys, the points table will be available on the Instagram War Media Instagram post. So if you want the points table, if you want to know where your favorite team is standing on the leaderboard, then for that you have to head towards the Instagram Warmania Instagram at the rate Warmania underscore ESP. That is the handle. Just go over there and all the results will be posted specifically on the Instagram. And sell,
Yes.
you know something? The
Yeah.
next matches are going to be streamed exclusively on Loco.
Yes, while we are talking, I am just setting up Loco, to see all those fantastic matches, all those teams with the energy what they have, the energy that has been boiling since 2 days, and after this phenomenal three matches, two on Erangel and one on Miramar. I mean, such a miraculous, outcome and comeback by Orangutan. I mean, I'm very much excited to see Orangutan in action once again. And once again, I also want to see Team 8-bit, which sadly performed not well in Miramar map. They were eliminated very much earlier, and same thing with GodL. Will they make a comeback? I am very much excited to see them, but those will be streamed exclusively on Loco. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't switched if you haven't installed Loco application yet, grab your phones now, go to Play Store, or it's also available on the App Store, and install the app and enjoy the show over there. And one more thing, let's not forget about the fun match at the end, Shadow.
Definitely going to be there, and prize money is also going to be there. The winners will get the UC or the sold merchandise giveaway, and this sold merchandise has got nothing to do with the esports team SouL. That is SOULED merchandise. That is for the hoodies or the aprils, and team SouL is completely for the esports. So don't mix, don't confuse, that are different things. But yes, giveaways are definitely going to be there for the winners or the viewers match also.
But to be honest, Shadow, what a battle and what a war we have been seeing here so far, exclusively on War Mania Esports, guys. Let's be unbeatable. It's what their motto is this time, and I am like excited, very much excited to see the future matches. So, guys, if you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, make sure to subscribe, which is just down below, and also push on the notification bell so that you get notified at the earliest possible.
Subscribe so that next time when we go live with your favorite teams, you get the notification and you can watch all the action live in front of your screen. But if you want to, if you're a competitive player, if you're a rising star, I'm sorry,
That's
if you
okay.
are a rising star and you want to compete against the top dogs in the future coming events of the War Mania, please follow War Mania on the Instagram so that next time you can also register, and maybe you are the one who are competing against. You can be the next GodL, I think. If you have the
Exactly.
skill and everything,
I mean,
you just
yeah.
need the platform opportunity, and I think War Mania is definitely trying to provide that to everyone.
Exactly, exactly. We are giving you a chance if you have that potential, if you have that fierce, intensive energy in you, if you want to take it out, you join War Mania for those intensive battles and prove yourself against competing with such enormous and gigantic amount of players. 9,000 teams almost registered, and all those qualified players, they just crawled their way through, they just fought their way through all those 9,000 slots of the players. I mean, that is so spectacular. And once again, hats off to all those who came through it, who pulled through it, the new rising stars. There is always the other one who defeats the ones. And with this, it's time for us to take a break. So we'll be right back in a moment.
It's about you that I can't forget. But you're breaking down my walls again, just to set me free. Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling? Why do I, baby, why do I love the way you always leave me? Why do I, baby, why do I love the touch but never love the feeling?
Experience tranquility.
Yeah, couple. Heroes is insane. Bow before.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to War Mania Esports Pro Warrior Cup, sponsored by Fast Track. And what an enormous battle we saw so far! So good for all the teams, Team Celsius, Team the Abrar's team, and also Team SouL, Team GodL. I wish luck to each and every team in their future endeavors as well. And what are your thoughts on the overall and the match standings, Shadow?
Something, we are going to show this match standings live on the stream itself. Yes, the overall standings will be provided on the Instagram, but this particular game's standings are going to be shown on the YT stream and Loco stream both. But after this game, you have to bye bye to YouTube, because the streams will be exclusively only on Loco from the next game. And in the end, the ID password for the viewers match is also going to be on Loco. So yeah, you have to head over there. But talking about this game, yes, it was full of. I think it was a decent game. I would say that it was full of surprises. Yes, Team xROCK was in a good position inside the circle nearby the ruins area, a little eastern side. That was a good spot to hold on to. But Celsius were holding the church area of the ruins. Some other team also came in. A fight erupted. This was a pretty good classic Erangel, I'll say. Uh,
Yeah, it was a
Nothing,
pretty
nothing
decent match.
surprising, I think.
Actually, the little bit of a surprise for me was, Team Celsius getting knocked out after all that, furious battles they had on the very first day. I thought they could, make a comeback. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we talk about the match standings, we'll be seeing those match standings right away. But let's see what the match standings exactly are. Orange Rock Esports once again gains a victory with highest finisher points. Shadow, what a performance by Orange Rock Esports. Indeed.
A very aggressive performance from Orange Rock Esports, 17 finish points. That makes a total 32 points for Orange Rock. R Esports again. Actually, I have to say this: R Esports is one of the team that has been consistent from the very first game of our event, from the very first day. They have been consistently being have been on the top five. So this is a team that my eyes are definitely going to be on in the next phase of the run, because I am 100% sure that this team is qualifying. 9 finish points, 12 placement points, 21 points to our esports. Reckoning Esports being at the third position with 16 points. RCD at fourth with 13 points. UDOG India at fifth with 10 points. Revenge Esports at sixth position with 6 points. Velocity Gaming at seventh position with 4 points. SouL at eighth position with 4 points. Skylights Gaming at ninth position with 3 points. And Team XPark at 10th position with 3 points. But at the bottom, we have Team Enigma Galaxy. Day 2 was very good for this team, but day 3, Team Enigma Galaxy is not stepping up.
I think they, need to strategize more, and I think they need to find what their mistakes were from today's matches, and they need to cover up what all of their mistakes, get over it, and I think they need to try harder. But let's not lose hope on Enigma Galaxy. What a wonderful team, and once again, Old Hood Esports with a total of 1 points, and which is one placement point. Enigma Gaming once again is on the second last team. Forever also on number 17, and Raven Tycho on number 16. And talking about top 10, Shadow, it's shuffling a lot actually. I mean, a lots of team are coming up and lots of teams are going down. I mean, it's a heavy shuffle what we have been seeing in past 2 days.
Are always going to be there when we have a long stages of the event, 2 days or 3 days. Teams always come up with something new, so that is bound to happen. But the consistency which I was talking about, that has been shown by our esports, and that's why they are again sitting at the second position. I won't be surprised if our esports will again be in the top 5 position in the overall standings also. And 8-bit, yeah, 8-bit also again a very consistent performance, except for one or two bad games. 8-bit has been pretty consistent throughout. But like you mentioned,
Yeah.
Team Forever, yes, a bad game coming in from this team also. Enigma also. Raven Tycho, this is a qualified team,
Hmm.
and they have been showing good performance in day 1 and day 2 in certain matches. But
Okay.
again, a bad game from this team. Nonetheless, they have few more matches in their hands.
Okay, okay. All right. So, as looking at the map and the overall standings, Shadow, I think 8 bit for now is on like on the top, and they just had a bad time, I guess. Not a bad day. I would not call it a bad day. A bad time and a bad match. That is what they had for now. But let's have hope on 8-bit that they would retain their title. And I mean, I can't wait to see the MVP of the the entire Conquest round. I'm very much excited for that.
Excited that which top 16 teams are going to be there that will qualify, because again, if I talk about the overall leaderboard, the point difference between second position and 20th position was just 11 points in the starting of the day. That means anything can happen. So any team can qualify, topple over any team. So it's all volatile. I'll say the leaderboard is still very volatile, but the
Exactly.
matches are going to be numbered night right now. No more 4 matches in their hands. Some teams are having only 1 match or 2 match in their hands. So let's see what's gonna happen in the remaining games. But towards the remaining games, what do you have to do? Switch to
Mhm.
loco.
Oh yes, I almost forgot that. I mean, the matches were so intense. I mean, all those battles were just going on in my mind over and over again. And I would really like to, see the what the overall was. That is what I was thinking actually while you were speaking. I mean, what would be overall, and when would we have a look at overall? Now, as we talk, the overall has now already been here. So, Team 8-bit with 108 points with such a domination over our esports. Once again, as you talked about, Revenge Esports is also doing a great job at number 2, and they are consistent in top 5 from the very beginning. However, Reckoning Esports once again enters top 3 at 71 of the total points, which includes 30 placement points and 41 finisher points. And on the other hand, we see Orangutan once again going a bit down towards the 19th position, but it's okay. Orangutan, you should try hard a bit more, and you guys can pull it through. No worries.
Certainly pull it through because they are standing at the 19th position right now. The point difference is not that much that they can't cover it up because they have played 6 games. But Team Nigma Galaxy and Revenge Esports, look at them. They have played only 5 minute matches. Reckoning also, that means they have more matches in their hands as compared to our esports and Team 8-bit. So maybe they can topple over any of the team. But we'll see because this page, anything can happen. It's very volatile. But coming to
Exactly.
the next page, that is where the bottom 4 teams,
Yeah, that
do
is
they
what.
have chance? Do they have chance to come
Yes,
back in the
exactly.
top 16?
That is where the problem erupts. That is what the thing to be worried about. I mean, that is the last place to be. uh, I mean, they have to push a lot to get back into the match, but already 6 matches have been played. And let's see, team number 21, I mean, the place number 21 is team SouL with total of 25 points. But however, not a big difference, since they can still buckle up, and they can still win after winning the matches. And I mean, they can still push it through.
They can push it through, but I don't think Old Road Esports or Team Revenant can push it through because Old Road Esports has already played 6 matches, global also 16 points also. In fact, this particular game in Erangel, they looked pretty confused in their rotations because the way they were rotating for some time, they were nearby Team SouL, then they went towards a completely western northern rotation. Something was happening. Slayer was the last guy, but he didn't have much space or cover to move around or play with. So Team Global Esports also need to re-strategize, and Team Cells, okay, they are at the 20th position, and Team Forever, they do have certain matches in their hands. Team Forever and Enigma Gaming, they are sitting at the 25th position with 22 points.
22 points exactly.
Yeah, I
With
think they can still do a comeback. One chicken dinner, and voila, you get 15
Yeah,
points.
one chicken dinner, revamps the entire, I mean, shakes the entire standings. And ladies and gentlemen, as we speak, the Miramar map has now been, the plane has now taken off. And as we see, the plane is now going all the way through the Del Patron, I mean, Hacienda del Patron. And let's see which team goes down. And I mean, the plane path is quite good from La Cabrera all the way from Hacienda del Patron towards Impala, and going on all the way towards Los Leones, and then Puerto Pero.
Plane path is pretty decent. You can glide towards Campo Militar. You can easily glide to Chumacera and land Riela. So I don't think teams are going to be complaining about the complete one-sided flight path, but they can certainly complain about the zone because the zone has taken a slight southern shift. It can go either ways, or completely northern or completely southern circle. We can see it.
Yeah, exactly. Now, as we see, the circle is now on towards the southern side of the map. So the ones who have, dropped down towards the northern area of the map shall, they have quite some time, to gear up and then, move in towards the circle, and that is quite a good option for them now. Now, as we speak, Team TX Shadow and Team TX is now moving on the way all the way towards the Minas. Let's see how their strategy will be here.
To shift to loco. Vaiti, we are bidding you bye bye. Everyone in the chat, please head over to loco.
And yes, that this is where we uh, take off, and I mean, this is where we take off. And now, guys, let's head over to Loco. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part here from the English side. And we wish all the teams luck. Have a great match. Best of luck to everyone. And have a nice night.
Yeah. I spit raps like a heart attack, fast fatal heart impacts, past painful scars. In fact, I blast tasteful bars and pass. I back up my actions, fact don't ask, grab reactions, jacked attack with every word, then act with class as they hear me snap. I got nothing to lose, cause I fought and felt the bruise. Now I'm not the one confused, call the shots and they produce. I ain't lost, I'm finally loose. Pick a new silver excuse, I need the views to boost me to a new abuse of being used. Everybody wants a piece now, y'all can rest in peace now. You're dead to me, so peace out. Remember you're discreet now, get ready for defeat now. I'm gonna make you bleed out. Listen on repeat now and weed out all the weak now. Get up and make a change. Don't remember yesterday. If you got something to say, speak your mind before your grave. Cause your life is yours to save. Ain't nobody gonna change. Everybody stays the same. So be different, make a name, huh?
I keep on moving forward. Always getting closer. March until it's over. And just like a soldier, I keep on moving forward, always getting closer. I'm marching till it's over. I'm just like a soldier, I keep on moving forward, always getting closer. I'm marching till it's over. I'm just like a soldier, I keep on moving forward, always getting closer.